Nifty moves, elects to take it out instead and rebalance or re-strategize, electing to put it down in his own end by far. Playing the boards. No clear breakout right here by the Blackhawks, sort of playing with it in their own end, as now the Red Wings will take advantage of that and take it right back. Felipe Miguel, they can't hold the line. Some really good pressure here by Callan, but the Red Wings steered out of danger. Picked up and circulating now. That's Callan, or excuse me, that's going to be Tremin. Tremin gets the reception from his D partner. Tremin plays it forward, stretch pass just out of reach. There's a race for it. Blackhawks get there first. And there's going to be a first penalty of the game for interference called. It's going to go against the Red Wings with 6:50 remaining in the first period. Looks to be number 17 on the Red Wings. That's going to be Dawson. So we'll go all the way back in the Red Wings end. Blackhawks with a really nice opportunity to score right here. They look to be stringing something together, but sort of a little bit of frustration and hesitation was impeding their actions here. As the Red Wings control it off the draw, and they will ice the puck. Blackhawks strategizing behind their own net. Feed pass meets Jules. Jules got some nifty moves he displayed in last year's tournament. Hits a body and almost could have been, headed in of some sort or volleyed in the front of the net, as you had Zachary there. Electing to play the boards, and they ice the puck once again. Staven was going to come out and play it himself. Just bounces over the stick of his forward. The Red Wings recuperate, and they're going to just ice it once again. So some really strong penalty killing from the Red Wings in the first man advantage of the game. Played around the boards. Red Wings do keep it in. Look to go for a quick change as they'll switch D pairs here. Or should I say forwards. Off a body, and the Blackhawks can't decide who's going to pick it up. It's finally Jules. Jules Targanoff lays it back. It's intercepted here. And it's going to be Anthony Vogel, who plays it right on over to his D pairing, number 19, whose number I still don't have, whose name I don't have, I should say. I know his number, it's 19. Blackhawks walking in, fires it, steered right away. Another shot on goal, and it's held up here with roughly 40 seconds left in this man advantage, trying to kill it off. Red Wings have done a really good job. Those are the only two shots that they've mustered so far in the power play. Draw is won by the Blackhawks, and a shot right on goal. Fires around and uses the boards instead. It's stopped at the point. Xavier going to hold on to it. He's going to fire right into the chest of the goaltender for the Detroit, or should I say the Little Red Wings. Coach for the Red Wings is indicating to his team to keep a tight box formation going. No chasing after any one player. So play more of a zone defense for those who are non-hockey fans. And if you're not a hockey fan, I don't know what you're doing on this stream, but welcome in, as the Blackhawks do control it around the point. It's fired in high and misses wide of the goal. Blackhawks still retain possession as a stick gets in the way, and the Red Wings will look to kill off almost the rest of this penalty, as he's going to be dancing his own end, and that's Matt. Matt behind his own goal. 5-ish seconds remaining in the power play. The Red Wings will kill this off, as there's another man coming out of the box. Some good physical play along the boards here by the Blackhawks. They get the puck back. So couldn't see who got it for a second, but finally it's going to be Renaud who brings it up here for the Blackhawks. And then now it's going to be Cameron. Cameron tried to get it on goal. He's hit his man. First he hit a Red Wings player, then he hits his own man. Cameron around the hash marks. Red Wings surrounding him. Finally, they're going to get a feed pass here. That's Matt coming back the other way. Bit too out of reach, but Matt is going to go after it as Xavier tussles with him in the corner and comes up with the puck. That long reach is coming into advantage here for Xavier, as the Red Wings are sort of spouted out of their own offensive zone, take it back to their own end. Yeah, Tremin tried to find a body in front, or a body along the boards. So Red Wings try to play it around the boards here. The Blackhawks whacking at the puck. Finally, they do retain possession. The Red Wings take it right back in the offensive end. Circling, backhander on front. Between the legs, nothing going. Not a lot of space, but a nifty move and a crafty idea as the Blackhawks are trying to come back the other way now. It's picked up. That's going to be Benjamin. Benjamin plays it into the zone and around the boards. There's a chase for it. Sidney was in there for the Red Wings. Shoots in front. Oh, hits the crossbar, and that's no good. Jules Targanoff had a gorgeous opportunity and showcasing a wicked shot as it'll be icing, and he might get another opportunity right here. 3:22 remaining in the first period. Back and forth action has just become ever since the Red Wings killed off that penalty. Really interesting detail as I was meeting some of these players not 5-10 minutes before the puck dropped as they were still getting their jerseys. That's why some of these players are wearing mismatched helmets and mismatched socks, just because we ran out of product or we ran out of available equipment for them. But they will get some as the tournament gets on, don't you worry. The Red Wings play it across out of their own zone. On the breakout, it was a bit too strong for Felipe Miguel, but he puts it in and he just showcases his speed right there. Got a man in front, but good stick by. Oh my goodness, it hit off a Blackhawks player and almost trickled right by the goaltender. Xavier had his stick in the way at least to interfere with that one, but almost a dangerous play and almost the opening goal off a bad bounce. Miguel wins the faceoff draw and the Red Wings possess it. Try to go across the blue line, trying to hold it in. They just fire it in. Pursue after it as the Red Wings will get there first. And Felipe Miguel will hold on to it, tries to fire it in on goal, but it hits a player and goes wide. It's picked up once again. It's Anthony Bognall trying to find a man in front, but it's taken away by the Blackhawks, and they'll try and break out. Had his pocket picked as Felipe Miguel takes it right back, and he'll pursue after it once again. Blackhawks and Red Wings in the corner fighting for it. Good battle as now it finds behind the net. Red Wings player tried to flick it right in front and see if anybody was home, but it's just knocked away by a defender on the Blackhawks as they finally spat it out of the zone. Played up the boards around center ice, but it was picked off here. And they do get it back. Felipe Miguel electing to just shoot it down the ice. Icing is waved off. 2:30 left to play in this first period. Some really exciting action despite no goals on the board as it's picked up by Bognall. Bognall going to walk in, shoots it way high and wide, and that will bounce right out of the zone, and it'll be a chase after. It's number 19 on the Red Wings. Played right back over. That's 83 Tremin. Tremin fighting with Jules Targanoff. Tried to play it forward as 19. He's going to try and find number 21, that's Matt. Matt circles around the opposition. Finally whacked forward. They had to get onside to the Blackhawks, so the Red Wings a chance to break it out, and they'll get past center ice. Good passing here that we're seeing from the Red Wings. Looking for the open man as it sort of played backwards. That was Matt once again, as it's going to be picked up by number 17. That's Dawson, fired in. Steered right away by the Blackhawks, 10D. Picked up on the low side around the hash marks, down in the corner. Flicked forward, goes all the way back to the point. Number 19 right into the glove. He saw it the whole way. And we'll have another stoppage in play. So for those of you tuning in for the first time, we had some technical difficulties earlier on in the day. The first two games were exhibition games between the Leafs and Canadiens, and the Bruins and Rangers. Rangers and Leafs both won their respective games as off the draw scores! Great steal out front, number 17, that's Dawson on the Red Wings. Does it all himself, pushes it forward off the faceoff, wrists it right by the goaltender. It's 1-0 Red Wings. So there's the opening marker, and the opening marker for the broadcast for those of you who are tuning in live. We do have the other two streams recorded at least. Just no broadcasting microphone, unfortunately, so you don't get to hear my silky smooth voice. Inside the draw is Renaud. He's going to actually win it to himself. Tries to split the D. Ran out of ice. As now here come the Red Wings attempting to go back the other way, but it's picked right back off and placed forward. It's going to be Cameron. Cameron circulating with it. Goes past center ice. Going to burst the speed he's going as he's going to go around the net. Fires it in front. Good save made. The Red Wings will pick it right back up. Picked up and fought forward. Here come the Red Wings back the other way. It's Dawson. Dawson, nifty move, looking in, hit off the post, I believe, and goes wide. Tried to be played forward, as it was Callan who's going to try and hit his man. That was Liam, as now you're going to see walking into the zone is Renaud. Renaud tried to split the D, good defensive play here. Tried to whack at it, gets a shot on goal at least, but easily steered away. Centered in front of the net, but it's too high. That's going to be Gavin who picks it right back up for the Red Wings. 30 seconds left to play. Gavin, nifty move, backhander, scores! undresses the defensive player in front of him, and the goaltender right after that to make it 2-0 Red Wings. Absolutely nifty mitts as we got to see right there. 26.4 seconds left to go in the first period, and what seemed like a back-and-forth affair is now 2-0 Red Wings. Felipe Miguel settles into the dot. Going against number 23, whose number I don't currently have on the Blackhawks, unfortunately, but we will get that for you by the end of the day, as it's handled by Tremond. Tremond, the boards, it bounces over the stick of his partner, and it's picked up by the Blackhawks. It's going to be Xavier who plays it forward. Picked up by Zachary. Zachary's going to fire it low, and it's steered aside. Oh, almost trickles in. No goal, but that was a sneaky shot by Zachary. As now Felipe Miguel's going to race after the puck against Xavier. That long reach protecting the puck, as that's going to do it for the opening frame. So it's 2-0 Red Wings after some pretty even play to start it off. The Red Wings did get some momentum, had to kill off a penalty, but they do make it 2-0 with two nifty goals in the dying minutes of the opening frame. Both coaches giving some instructions. You can never really hear what they're saying, so you always try and imagine what you think they're piecing together. Hopefully they're not just taking orders at the local Subway. If I had to guess about strategy, the Red Wings just keep the pressure that they have on. Some really good speed that we get to see from players like Felipe Miguel, playing it on goal and just trying to shoot it. The Blackhawks need to be a bit more staunch defensively, but they're getting their chances. They just need a better look. They're sort of settling here for wrist shots that are deep or far away from the net, or they're not able to get much chances in front and settling for a backhand. So looking to see if they can find a bit more open ice and make it a bit more of a challenge against this goaltender. Still remains 2-0 though for the Red Wings so far. As Felipe Miguel will go into the dot against, again, number 23 on the Blackhawks for the start of the second. Red Wings are missing a player, and now 19 will come on the ice and join them. Puck is dropped. Sort of a tussle for it around the center ice, and it's finally picked up and shot down into the zone by the Blackhawks. No icing as it's played out by the goaltender. Try to play around the boards. Battle for it in the corner. It squeaks out right in front. Great save as Jules Targanoff was on the doorstep. For a second there, number 31, the goaltender of the Blackhawks, took a bit of a lap there for himself. I expect these goaltenders to most likely change halfway through the game, as it is an exhibition game. Red Wings control it off the draw, but the Blackhawks send it right back into the zone. It's picked up and sent around the boards by the Red Wings and stopped itself. That looked to be Anthony Vognal as it's going to spurt out here, and here comes Felipe Miguel. He's got a man with him. Felipe Miguel elects to shoot, misses high and wide. Good defensive play a little bit, was not aware of where to go with the puck. It settled to shoot, but it's just way too high as it's smacked right back into the Red Wings end. It's picked up by 19. Move it around. Has to get onto the puck. Avoids Vognal, his own teammate, and tries to get around number 23 on the Blackhawks. Xavier's going to pick it up instead. Xavier with the nifty red socks, showing off some nifty moves as he moves it over to Jules Targanoff. Targanoff hits the brakes and pushes it back to 23. Oh, but here they come back the other way. It's a bad change by the Blackhawks. Felipe Miguel, ton of speed, walks in, moves, right-hander. What a save made! Elected to go on the one-hander, sneak it by, but the toe just outstretched a bit more than the blade of his stick. So a great save on the breakaway, keeps it a 2-0 game. But a lot of really good play by Felipe Miguel in this match, showcasing that elite speed that he has. Just can't find the back of the net. Puck is won by the Blackhawks off the draw. They do finally break it out of the zone. Brought back the other way. Looking to see if they can set something up here. Played it out front. Oh, hits a body and goes wide. Looking to play it around the boards are the Red Wings, trying to break it out of their own zone. There is a good pass, but just gets it to the skates of number 10. That was Gavin. It's picked up here by Matt. Matt's going to try and find some ice, and he's going to elect to take it. Trying to split the D, but he's surrounded by white sweaters. Doesn't matter. He finds some way to the net, takes a hard angle shot, but gets his own rebound. Back out in front, just high and wide. That was Dawson on the doorstep. Blackhawks break it out, but a fight over who actually takes it, and the Red Wings will take it right back. It's Dawson walking in with it. Dawson fans on the shot, and the Blackhawks do break it out. Or at least be sent down the ice. Picked up on the far side here by Tremin. Tremin hits the brakes. Tremin looking either for a man or some ice to take. He finds the man as Dawson walking in. Dawson tries to avoid the defense, but comes back the other way are the Blackhawks. Targanoff finds number 23. He's going to be all alone in on a partial break. Shoots wide of the net. So a couple breakaways in this game already. But goaltending just taking away all the lanes as it's intercepted by the Blackhawks. Front in front. Good stick save made by the Red Wings. As now here they come back the other way. Blows a tire, but he picks up his own puck again, as there will be a penalty called against the Blackhawks. Dawson in the corner going to try and play it. It looks like the Red Wings are going to fight for it. They can't get an extra man, or they do, but the time the goaltender gets to the bench, it's too late, and the whistle blows. 9:02 remaining in this second period, and it's going to be Xavier with his long reach. That's what's nice about growing, is that you get a longer reach. The only thing that sucks is that you can make a lot more penalties because you're not as coordinated with the body. But he's looked really sharp in this game, minus that penalty, as the Red Wings, now on their first man advantage of the day, looking to see if they can take advantage of it. Felipe Miguel in the dot. He loses the draw. The Blackhawks try and fire it on the board, but there's a body in the way. That was Tremin. Tremin looking to circle around the puck behind the net. Shot out in front. Felipe Miguel tries to split the D, but it's whacked away. Trying to hold on to it as Felipe Miguel now picks it up in his own skates. Tried to go to his offensive pairing on the left side as it's picked up by the defense. Still circulating around now. Matt walks in on the right side, on the left side I should say here. Pass down in front. Felipe Miguel can't put it home. It's picked up by the Blackhawks. They will clear it as that was dumped out of the zone by Nicholas Kalhubek, Red Wings do settle it. I don't understand if they called an icing on that or not. Bit of a strange call right there, but they will start from center ice and replay it as the Red Wings control it off the draw. It's passing around between D partners. It's picked up by Gavin. Gavin's going to play it right back to Matt. Matt goes across the ice. He finds Tremin. Tremin, he's going to circulate it himself. Moves it over to Gavin, who's going to pick it up. He's going to go. That pass goes just way high in the air. It's finally picked right back up by Anthony Vogel. Now here comes the other way. It's going to be Matt again. Matt with some speed into the zone. Right, leaves it back for Felipe Miguel. Great glove save. Gets enough of it to keep it out. Felipe Miguel has had plenty of chances early on in this game. Back the other way are coming the Blackhawks. This is going to be Renaud. Tries to play it on net. Rebound. Gets his own rebound. Backhanders it in. And it's 2-1 here for the Red Wings still, but the Blackhawks are on the board. So 7:39 here left to play in the second period. Puck is won here by the Blackhawks. Walking into the zone, is going to fire on goal, but it's going to hit a body and go wide. Jules Targanoff going to pick it up, but he's surrounded by red sweaters. Red Wings tussling with them. Finally, they do break it out of the zone as here comes back the other way. It's Dawson. Dawson. He's got the defender man on him. Tries to play it out in front. Felipe Miguel, great idea. Beautiful passing as Felipe Miguel hits the backhand pass right onto the stick of Rowan. The righty pots it on the top left side. And it's still going to extend the lead once again for the Red Wings, 3-1. Referee getting the score sheet, the scoring tally information to the scorekeeper. The Red Wings settling in here once again, showcasing that speed. Felipe Miguel, no goals in this game with plenty of opportunities. That passing was elite right there, though, by the nifty centerman. Puck is dropped and won here by the Red Wings once again. Hits a stick, and watch out in the crowd, as I would like to call it a souvenir, but this is a kids tournament. We got to save as many pucks as we can. Thankfully, the referee has another puck in his back pocket. The spectator just throws it back in. Why not? Puck is dropped. No one controls it right away, but the Blackhawks will take it and dump it around into the offensive zone, but it's picked up right away by the Red Wings. Hits a body and corrals right into the corner. A fight for it, but coming up with it is Dawson. He's going to come back the other way. It's roughly a 3-on-2. Dawson looking to split the D. He's got Felipe Miguel with him. Walks in. Great save made by the Blackhawks goalkeeper once again. Circulating with it. Some elite moves here by Rowan. Fight for it. Felipe Miguel turns, hits a body, and goes wide. Playing up the boards with the Blackhawks. It hits off a body. We'll see if they call it icing. They will. And we'll go all the way back down on the Red Wings offensive end with 6:32 left to play. Score still says 2-1 on the scoreboard, but there was a third goal scored by the Red Wings, so it should be 3-1. 2-goal deficit the Blackhawks have to come back from, but the Red Wings have just taken the momentum. And off the draw, the Blackhawks will hold on to it, but the Red Wings persistent and get it away from Xavier. He does elect to get it around the boards, and the Blackhawks successfully break it out. Coming back the other way is going to be Callan. Callan hits the brakes, trying to push it on goal, but nothing going. He does collect it once again. Callan goes back to Xavier. He's going to take a slap shot, hits his own man in front. That was Zachary. Red Wings coming back the other way. In comes Vognal. Vognal still collects it, tries to pass it across to Gavin, but he can't fire it home, and the Blackhawks are going to try and take it back the other way. Stretch pass finds Renaud. Renaud moves right over to Kolubek. Kolubek on goal, but it's gloved down. Easily a save made here by the Red Wings goalkeeper. So nothing going there. Blackhawks electing to get a change in here. As we'll say, Targanoff settle in on the right wing position. It's taking it right back here. Here comes Vognal. Vognal. He stood up at the blue line, but still holds onto the puck and gets around his man. It looks like Callan, or Cameron, I should say, who he's fighting with. The Blackhawks trying to get it out, but the Red Wings trying to hold it in. They can't, but they do retain possession. Passed across, can't find Gavin. And it will be icing against the Red Wings, so we'll go all the way back into their own end now with 5:32 remaining in the second period. A lot of stops, or stoppages in play, I should say, within the last 5 minutes of play. A bit different from the first period where we saw some end-to-end action and a lot of speed being showcased. Puck is dropped in one here. Felipe Miguel elected to just take it himself. He's going to try and get around Xavier, and he's going to showcase his speed. The righty walks in, shoots, scores! It was only a matter of time for Felipe Miguel. The big righty showcases an incredible shot off of a good sprint to speed, it making it a 4-1 game for the Red Wings, even though the scoreboard currently says 3-1. If they win, I don't think they'll care about what the score was, just who scored the goals. With 5:25 left to go in the second period, everything's coming up Red Wings. Miguel right back into the faceoff dot. He's going to go across from Renaud. It's smacked forward by the Red Wings, or by the Blackhawks, I should say, but the Red Wings do possess the puck. Man falls down. It looks like an icing here going to be called against the Red Wings. It's waved off as Renaud just stopped skating after the puck. Puck is played forward. Oh no, here is Renaud, I should say, as he's got a sort of a partial break, but a good defensive act for getting back. But unfortunately, it is a slash, and the Red Wings are going to go back on the man disadvantage. Going to have to kill off of their second penalty on the day. It's going to be number 83. That's Tremin, called on the slash on the good back check attempt, but just too much zhuzh on the stick. Draw one and controlled by the Blackhawks, but they can't keep it inside the offensive zone. Felipe Miguel intercepts it. He's going to come back the other way, but his puck is smacked away by the stick of a Blackhawks player and sent back down the ice. Icing will be called, however, and will go all the way to Blackhawks' end. So not the best start to a penalty kill, or sort of say a power play for the Blackhawks, as they seem to have be trapped in their own end once again. Settling into the dot is going to be number 17. That's Dawson on the Red Wings. As we will see a goaltending change here for the Blackhawks. Number 41 is going to come in. See if he's going to be tested early on here as the Red Wings do collect the puck and turn around. It's going to be Dawson, but he's surrounded by white sweaters, and the Blackhawks are going to try and break it out. Jules Targanov has some success past center ice. Targanov looking to go over to his man, his offensive pairing here, but he was ready to change as Renaud can't control the puck in behind the net. It's picked up by the Red Wings again, and they'll try and break it out, but it misses the stick, and it will be called icing once again. Don't know why it was called icing, though, however, because the Red Wings were killing off a penalty. So they'll just go back to center ice once again for the draw. Red Wings only have 3 players on the ice, even though they only have 1 guy in the box. As finally, Felipe Miguel will join the action. Sort of a weird design play, cherry-picking, avoiding Xavier. This time, Xavier gets the better of Felipe Miguel. Felipe Miguel. He's going to just take him time with it, go all the way to his own end, and even go back behind his own net. Seeing as something can set up here as he finds Vognal on the far side. Vognal setting up. Tried to go to center ice with it, but it's picked off by Targanov. Vognal does play it forward. Felipe Miguel can't get it past Xavier. It's picked up here by the Blackhawks in their own end with roughly 40 seconds left in the penalty. It's intercepted by Felipe Miguel. Some great hands here. Gets around the opposition, and he's going to hold on to it, but he's going to actually go back all the way past center ice. Detroit sort of strategizing a penalty kill, which is a smart play here. Plays a stretch pass to Vognal. Vognal trying to avoid Xavier. He does. Vognal shoots right into the pads. Swallowed up by the netminder for the Blackhawks. That's his first test on the day, and he stays sturdy. So we have 3:18 left to go in the second period. 14 seconds remaining in the penalty. Blackhawks electing to change a couple men out here. Puck is dropped. Control by the Blackhawks. Nothing really going for them on this power play, as Xavier's going to take it himself now. Played up the boards. Smacked around the zone by 19, but Xavier's going to pick it up instead. Xavier in the offensive end. So now the team's going back to even strength. Tried to get to a pass around the face-off dot, but it's intercepted by the Red Wings and played off the boards. Liking to go forward with it. It's picked up finally by Gavin. Gavin, stretch pass, finds number 83. That's going to be Tremon. Tremon elected to go out of the box. Just can't find the high side. Had it as the goaltender was in the butterfly position. The Blackhawks will retain possession. As you're going to see Callan play it around the boards. Xavier hits off his stick, but it's picked up by number 20. That's Liam. Liam, drop pass to Renaud. Shot, but gets in the way is Vognal. Good back-checking effort by him as his pocket is picked and shot on goal, but it's a pad save. That was number 20, Liam, once again for the Blackhawks, as the Red Wings will pick up possession as it's Gavin, the number 10 on the Red Wings, pushing it forward. Vognal in a race after it has Xavier who gets in the way. Vognal, good picking of the pocket with Xavier. He can't get enough of the shot as Vognal. As now Xavier's going to take it and get around his man. Xavier showing off some nifty hands here. Xavier had some options with him, but he goes off a Red Wings player and goes behind the net. Xavier picks it right back up. Xavier tries to play it right across. It does. He finds Renaud. Renaud plays it back to the defensive player. It's number 23 on the Blackhawks going to play it forward. It's Renaud once again. Renaud as the Blackhawks try and change players. Now you see Kalubik. Can't get it on. That was Cameron, couldn't get it on goal. Played down to, now here's Kalubek over to Cameron. Cameron, the puck takes an interesting bounce and it's picked up by Vognal now, who's got a man with him. Vognal going to walk in, goes to the cross, backhander, can't finish on it. Went forehand to backhand, but just not enough going there. Red Wings trying to keep possession, but the Blackhawks take it right back. It's 23. Plays the puck deep into the zone. They're going to chase after it. It's picked up firstly by Zachary, but it's intercepted and taken right back here by the Red Wings. As you see, Sidney played up the boards, or played up the ice, I should say. Splitting the D between the legs. Mario Lemieux move, but can't finish. It's number 21, Matt, once again. Matt with the puck on his stick. Blackhawks intercepted. It's Jules Targanov. Jules circulating with it. Looking for a man to pass to. He does find somebody, but it's picked off right back by Felipe Miguel. Miguel walks in, shoots off the cage. Tried to go 5-hole on the rebound, but smothered up by number 41, the netminder for the Blackhawks. With 45 seconds left to play, still a 4-1 lead for the Red Wings. So this game is looked to be a Red Wings scoring showcase, but some really stout goaltending the Blackhawks are displaying as they do control it off the draw. Xavier, not much time left to get something going. Look to feint. He had a sort of a fake out on the initial pass, but he does get out to Renaud. Somehow tried to get it between two men on the Red Wings, but it is picked up by them anyways. Had his pocket picked as Renaud. Trying to play the puck forward. A fight for it, and it was going to be Callan who plays it around the boards, but on his own side, and Xavier will have to pick it up in his own end, and he'll play it around the boards. Blackhawks can't really decide who's going to pick it up, and the Red Wings will take advantage of that. They take it in the offensive zone. Walking in, shoots, messes wide was number 17, Dawson, on the Red Wings. Toying with them is Sidney, who plays it around the net. It's picked up once again by Dawson. And that'll do it for the second period, so it's 4-1 Blackhawks running away with this one. Not much time left to mount a comeback are the Red Wings, as they'll have to re-strategize as they both go to the benches. Well, folks, I hope you're enjoying some really nice action in the winter festivities of the Original Six tournament here for Fresh Ice Hockey in the NHL Kids tournament here at the beautiful, gorgeous, I should say, Complex J.C. Perreault. Strategy between both coaching staffs is that the Red Wings can continue their sustained pressure, but at the same time just not looking to pile on the goals. If you have chances in front, go ahead. But per an exhibition game, I don't think you want to tire yourselves out with plenty of hockey to play today, tomorrow, and then finally championship tournament play on Sunday. If I'm the Blackhawks, I'm just looking to start connecting on more passes, trying to see if you can get an offensive rush going here and there, create more chances in front if you can, and just put shots on goal. What do you have to lose at this point? Puck is controlled by the Blackhawks off the draw. Xavier's going to take it. He's going to try and go up the ice. Whacked at by Targanov. Targanov tries to get around Dawson, but he does pick it right back up. Dawson trying to avoid the offside is Vogel, and he does. Dawson going to walk in with it. Dawson has it taken away here by number 84. That was Kalubek once again for the Blackhawks. He's had a really sound defensive game, and now he's going to rush up the ice. Kalubek trying to get around the defensive man, but he can't. The Red Wings are going to come back the other way, as now they have plenty of red sweaters as the white Blackhawks are trying to come back. Sprays it over to Dawson. Dawson on his backhand. Tried to find Felipe Miguel in front, but couldn't connect on the pass. He had some open cage to work with as the man loses his stick on the far side. And here come the Blackhawks back the other way. It's Xavier, the big defenseman, walking in, shoots. Save made by the Red Wings goaltender. So chances on both ends, but no more goals being added to the scoring column. Coach indicating for the Red Wings that there's a stick still missing on the far side. Need to pick it up before play resumes. Xavier's going to be a good sport and bring it on over to the bench. They settle into the dot. Red Wings do possess it off the draw. It's fired around and played forward here as they will break it out. Looking for a stretch pass, but it hits off the boards and will be icing instead as it doesn't find a man. 6:56 left to go in this third period of the remainder of the game. 4-1 for the Red Wings. A reminder earlier on that the Leafs did vanquish the Canadiens. I believe the score was 7-3 or 7-4 in the first opening exhibition game. And the Rangers were able to best the Boston, or sort of say the Little Bruins in their matchup earlier on. Of course, these are exhibition games, so they don't count for the overall standings. But it's good to see line combinations and chemistry being established early on. Red Wings did control it off the draw, but it's played around the boards and taken back by the Blackhawks. The Red Wings do get it back as Callan is now in the mix trying to get it back. It's a fight for it. Excuse me, that's Tremin. Renaud's going to pick it up here for the Blackhawks behind the offensive goal. Renaud gets it right back. Red Wings putting pressure on the man, but Renaud was still able to get the puck for a long period of time before the Red Wings took it right back. Trying to split the D was Matt, but nothing going as it's picked right back up by Cameron, who plays around the boards. Off the skate of another Blackhawks player, and the Red Wings will possess it as they walk into the offensive zone. Gavin's going to settle the puck down. Jules Targanov tries to poke it away from him, and the Blackhawks did take it back. Referee indicating enough of the roughhousing, but this is hockey. And these are 16-year-olds at the other end. Targanov going to pick it up. It was Targanov. He's going to just skate with it instead, as we're nearing the 5-minute mark here in the third period. Red Wings try to play forward. Was number 16, that's Rowan. Pushes the puck forward to the Blackhawks. To pick it up. The pass sort of misses here. Just misses, so they'll have to pick it up. It's Leo who's going to be pushing the puck forward. The Red Wings will just take it right back. Here comes Tremon, still with the puck on his skate, or his stick, I should say. Targanov going to take it right back the other way for the Blackhawks. Targanov walks in, glove down, but can't get it out of his glove in time for the referee to call the whistle. Then we'll have a face-off to the goaltender's right side. So 4:41 remaining, and it's a 4-1 game here for the Red Wings as they'll settle into the face-off dot once again. It's going to be 23. So strategizing between Felipe Miguel and his defenseman. Felipe Miguel tries to get it back to Tremon, but Blackhawks were all over him as they will just push it forward and try and break out. Here comes Felipe Miguel, going to showcase some speed once again. Felipe Miguel already has a goal and an assist in this game. Goes right side. What happened there? It looks like it stayed out somehow. But it hit. Felipe Miguel had a tough angle shot, hit off the back of the goaltender. Doesn't go in, or does it? They are calling it a goal, and it's made it 5-1. It looks like Felipe Miguel has another goal in this game. Just some not sharp goaltending there by the Blackhawks. Going to have to shake off that one, but it's already a runaway game, 5-1 here for the Red Wings. So back into the dot is Felipe Miguel. Puck is dropped, but it is controlled by the Red Wings momentarily before taking right back. Callan moves it up the boards. Felipe Miguel is going to hold on to a nice nifty move. Looking in for the hat trick. Oh, almost had it too, but some good goaltending. Gets it right back. Backhander. Rebound. No one there home to put it back. Blackhawks going to try and get out of the zone, but Felipe Miguel, oh, he was there for just a moment, and now here come the Blackhawks. It's a 3-on-1. Walking in with it, Renaud looked for like a fake pass, like no-look shot, and he should have looked on goal as he missed it wide. Blackhawks settle the puck into the zone, but it's settled down right away by the Red Wings. Gavin, or excuse me, that's number 16, Rowan, as it's moved on over to Dawson. Dawson for the Red Wings, avoids the man, still with the puck on his stick. Dawson plays it behind the net, pass out in front. They're trying to get Felipe Miguel his third goal of the game here. Moved over to the defenseman on the far side. That was number 25, Sidney. He lost the puck out of the zone and has to scramble back to get it. It's a fight for it with some Blackhawks player. Renaud showing off some really, really dangerous hands here. But it's taken away right again by the Red Wings. Roughly 2:30 left to go in this game. Vogel will take it here for the Red Wings. He's going to enter into the zone. Drop pass to Dawson. Shoot off a stick and goes wide of the mark. Picked back up by the Red Wings. Played around. The Red Wings circling with it in the own zone is Matt. Matt avoids the man. Still with a burst of speed. Walks into the zone. No one's with him. He's going to just take a tough angle shot, but so it's easily steered away by the goaltender. Xavier going to take it here for the Blackhawks. Xavier avoids the man, gets it to Jules Targanov. Targanov, it's intercepted here, and walking in on a partial breakaway, moves in. Good blocker save made by the goaltender on Matt. Red Wings tried to keep it in the zone, but now here comes Xavier back the other way for the Blackhawks. The big, lengthy defenseman avoids the rush, walks in, shoots. Good blocker save here, making it look so effortless. In the net are the Red Wings goaltenders today, only allowing one goal on the good slew of shots the Blackhawks have put up. And now here come back the Red Wings the other way. Try to escape the man, but he can't. It's picked back up by Dawson. In front, shoots. And it is a goal. Pass speed right in front, and Rowan is the one who gets it 5-holing in. And it's 6-1 here for the Red Wings with 1:06 roughly left to go in the third period. Bit too late to mount a comeback. A reminder to stay tuned with us throughout the game and for the rest of this weekend, as we're going to have plenty of NHL Kids Original 6 winter action for you. As Renaud off the faceoff draw controls it himself. Blackhawks looking to just get something going here with the dying moments of the game. 39.7 seconds left to go. Easy save made here by the netminder for the Red Wings. Settling into the dot once again is Renaud. He's going to win the draw once again, and he'll actually get possession of it. Walks in, tough angle shot. Puck was still loose in front, but nobody can tap it home as it was Liam who was there. Puck is shot forward by Leo, and now into the boards. It's a battle for the puck, which is still loose. Looks like Renaud's going to just fire it on goal, but no one's there. Leo takes it away. Gavin takes it from him, and now here come back the Red Wings the other way with 15 seconds left. Can they score another one? Feed made. Tried to find it, but it's intercepted by Leo. And played up the other way. Now here come the Blackhawks in the dying moments. Can they get a goal at least to satisfy something? Walks in, shoots, save made. Puck is steered away, and that's going to do it in this one. As we don't hear a final whistle going, but that is the end of the game. As we do finally hear the buzzer sound, so it's going to be 5-1 in the end here for the Red Wings as they take the exhibition game against the Blackhawks. Still plenty of NHL Kids action for you here today and for the remainder of this tournament. My name is Connor Tomlinson saying thank you for watching this one as we're going to join you back momentarily in the complex, JC Perot. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hello and welcome back to the J.C. Perot complex here in beautiful St. Roch de Hochelag, as we see the Little Bruins going to take on the Little Canadiens in the opening game of the tournament. Not the exhibition time. Now we're going back to the tournament itself. Both teams lost their respective matchups against the Rangers and the Leafs this morning, but we're hopefully going to see a really good bounce-back contest from both of these teams. An interesting note is Dmitry Geikis will not be in nets to start the game for the Bruins, but I must say, if anybody tuned to the tournament last year, you knew that Dmitry Geikis was outstanding for which team? The Little Canadiens. So he will not be taking on his former team to start off today. That will go to the other netminder, whose name is, I believe, Nicolas Kaluber, and it'll be an outstanding game. Hopefully, no, excuse me, that is Tyson Scott in nets here for the Little Bruins, as we see both teams lining up for the face-off right now. Puck is dropped, and it's going to be controlled here by the Little Canadiens. It's going to be Labranche, who can't actually hold on to it, but no, he will get it back, and Labranche will come back the other way. Puts it up the board. It's going to be number 82, whose name I don't have on the Habs currently, but I will get that information for you by end of day. Bruins will control it and come back now the other way. It's going to be Jalen Gulab who plays it up the board, and finally it's going to be Brody Levitt who puts it forward. Picked up here by 81 on the Habs. 81 with a burst of speed, pushes the puck forward and does squeeze out, and it's a race for it as here comes Raphael Monoli, who's going to get to it first. He's got a man with him in front, but there's going to be hounded first by a bunch of white sweaters. Played across the ice on the blue line here. Habs try to play it forward, and they will. Still on his feet is going to be number 25. That's Labranche. Labranche looking for a man to pass to. He's going to elect to hold on to it. Goes between the legs of the opposition. Labranche still circulating with it. Or excuse me, that's going to be 82 on the Habs now, who plays it over to Labranche. The Bruins can only just watch as the Canadiens are undressing them, and we're going to get an early penalty, and it's going to be, I believe, a slashing call here, calling against number 8 on the Bruins, and that is Dylan. So only 10:05 left here in the first period. Very early penalty here by the Bruins, as the Canadiens were just all over them, completely undressing them and avoiding them at all costs, and it results in a penalty. Let's see if they can do something here early on the man advantage. As we're going to see Manoli go into the face-off dot. He'll be going right up against Owen Perillo, and it'll be controlled by the Canadiens off the draw. Sent around the boards. Pursuing after it are the Canadiens once again. It's going to be picked up here by Auger. Alex Auger. He's playing with his brother. I believe Adam is his name. Or no, I don't have the name right off the bat, but we'll get that to you in a sec. 81 now taking it for the Habs. Fired in. Sticked away. Good pad save earlier on. And the Bruins looking to clear it out. Hits off the defender, and he's got to watch out as he had a streaking Bruins player coming in. And the Bruins do collect it and try and go back the other way. In pursuit after is going to be number 28 on the Bruins, who I believe is Nicolas Kaluber, if I'm not mistaken. But 81 on the Habs is going to play it up the boards. It's passed out here to Foti Zoholis. Zoholis circulating with it now, looking for a man to pass to, but the Bruins in front of their net staunchly again. That's dropped back here to Labranche. Labranche's going to walk in with it, go across ice, shoot, hits a body on the Bruins. They block that shot. Bruins looking off to kill more of the penalty. They can't dump it in right away, but finally they will, as the Canadiens will collect it on a line change. Some good penalty killing earlier on here by the Bruins. On the far side, looks to be number 9, Zoholis, still with it for the Canadiens. Zoholis still circulating with his puck in the own zone. He's finally going to pass across to Junior. Junior avoiding contact. He's going to circle with it now. The Labranche going to settle it down. Finally, they do break it out here, as now it's 82 coming up the ice, streaking in with the Canadiens. Big man over here getting smacked away by the Bruins, as Zoholis will actually pick it up in the offensive zone. Zoholis looking for a man. Shot out in front. Good save. Rebound. A better save, as it somehow stays out. Tyson Scott with some outstanding goaltending. He had a bit of a rough showing in the earlier game this morning, but he's looking really solid and keeping zeros up on the scoreboard so far. He needs to make a minor adjustment to his equipment before we can continue with the play, as 82 is in this face-off dot for the Canadiens. He's going to be going up against Owen Perillo. Or excuse me, that is Dylan, sorry. Puck is played around the boards. It was a dangerous attempt here in front as the Canadiens tried to shoot it back home, but good stick play here by Scott. It'll be Labranche who picks it up all the way in his own end. Labranche looking for a man to pass to as he's hounded by white sweaters. Cameron Cameron Joseph lost it for a moment, and then he plays it off the boards. 82 is going to take it here for the Habs. Whacking at it is Boston. Or should I say the Little Bruins. 18 going to walk in with it now for the Canadiens. That was Elliot Gadbois. Gadbois tries to play it in front, turning and firing. Where did that one go? It went off the body, I believe, of Scott and high into the mesh. So we'll get a stoppage and play. 7:44 remaining here in the first period. Still plenty of ice time left in this one, and plenty of hockey for the rest of this original 6 tournament, as the Bruins do stave off the penalty. Bruins are also missing a man right now. Coach was sort of going first guy to get out of the bench, gets to play. As settled into the dot is going to be number 28 for the Bruins. I believe that's Kluber, and he controls it off the draw. Puck is fired around the boards by Alain Baudin, who has been terrific in both the U13 and U16 tournaments, as now here comes the Bruins the other way. Had a chance with it, but is taken right back by Manoli. Manoli circulating with it now. He's going to use some ice and get a burst of speed. Manoli has options. He's going to try and avoid the man, but it goes off a skate of the Bruins. That's going to be Alain Baudin once again. Plays it up the boards. Canadiens firing on goal. Still blocked once again by Alain Baudin. Plays it up the boards, but it's intercepted along the blue line. The Canadiens can't keep it out, electing to play it from their own end instead. Passed up to Auger. Auger moves it over to the man. It's going to be Manoli who gets the other feed. Manoli hits the brakes, turning, looking for somebody to fire it off to, but he's just hounded. Really good closeout defense we're seeing by the Bruins early on in this game. Canadiens are getting offensive zone time, but it can't get pucks on net. As a shot here from the point, it was a holeless, misses wide. Bruins fighting for it along the hash marks here. They're finally going to try and get back to it, and they do get the puck out as Manoli has to take it back from his, and take it all the way back to the own end. Zoholis with some ice to use now. They stay on side to the Canadiens. Shoot, fired, and it's gloved down by Scott, and we'll get a stoppage in play. So as I mentioned earlier, we had Dimitri Gikas, who's taken on his former team, but I want to talk about a Bruins player really quickly who's coming back into the auction, and that's Alain Baudin. He has been absolutely electric to watch. He's a really shifty defender, but he, if you're not paying attention, can go from end to end and absolutely undress your team. As you're going to see Dylan in the face-off dot against number 82, I should say, for Canadiens. He's going to handle it himself. He's whacked at by Zoholis. No call on the plays. It looks like he elected to take the puck instead, deems the referee. LeBranche gets it back to Zoholis. Zoholis avoiding the man. LeBranche gets the feed pass to 82. He's got some ice to work with here. Going to split the D, go in. Good stick play here by number 22. That's Vaccaro. LeBranche is going to circulate with him now. He had way too much ice to work with as the puck gets stuck on the back of the net, and we'll get another stoppage in play. So 6 minutes remaining in this first period. Still goose eggs up on the scoreboard. Referee deeming that we should be playing the puck on the far side here instead of the close side against the goaltender. As we're going to have a face-off here. It's controlled by the Canadiens. Shot on, missed wide. Bouncer right almost in front, and a chance to scoop and score, but the Canadiens can't get to it in time. So Hull is trying to play it forward, but on the blue line it does squeeze out with some really sound play by, I believe that's Thomas Harvey. Played up the boards. Intercepted here and shot right back into the Bruins goal zone. They avoid offside and icing at the same time as Zoholis tries to take it up now. Zoholis with a burst of speed. We've been seeing this a lot from this defender early on in the tournament. Zoholis just avoiding everybody, getting the puck in deep here by the Canadiens. Whacked at. A good play in front at number 82, but it's taken right back by the Bruins. It's moved over now. That's going to be 81. I believe that's Jaden Gulab on the Bruins. It's taken it right back away by 82, however, for the Canadiens. And here they come back the other way. He's got some options, but he's going to veer in on goal. It's just kicked away by Scott instead. A shot from the point. It's going to be a rebound. Still loose in front, whacking at it, but nobody can collect it and score. Manoli does take it away, though, for the Canadiens. Manoli avoiding defenders. Manoli gets it across. A rebound, it's there! And it's going to be number 82 on the doorstep who pots it home. Thomas Scott could not get there in time, or Tyson, I should say. 1-0 the Canadiens. They're putting a lot of good pressure on, and finally they get the opening marker. Goaltender Scott is still fussing with some equipment. I don't know if that's what's causing sort of that delay that he had in getting over. He actually made a really good effort to try and get over and push off, but when you push, you also need to recuperate and close the door a bit more. He did not have enough time to get over. So the Bruins, once again, missing a man, got to send somebody on the ice. I believe that's Gulab. As into the faceoff dot, the puck is dropped. No, excuse me, Gulab is the centerman. So 81, I don't have his name for you, but I will find that out for the end of the day. As he's going to take it around his own net with some ice to work with. He's going to try and take it as much as he can. He's hounded by Canadiens players as it's shot right back deep into the zone. And to pursue after the puck. Canadiens look to get there first, but Gulab did not hold on to it, actually. And here they come back the other way. It's Junior. Junior's going to play it up now. It's going to be to number 19. That's Auger. Auger drop pass, shoots in, misses wide. Collected by 81 here for the Bruins. That was number 16, Olivier Godbois, with the shot. As it looked to be controlled by the Bruins, but they can, as Lebranche will take it away once again for the Canadiens. Now with a burst of speed, here comes 81 once again. Between 81 and 82, it's hard to tell the difference because there's just so much speed that they're showcasing as it's thwarted that attempt by the Bruins. Hitting the brakes is the 81 of the Bruins now. He's avoiding Junior as much as he can. Puck is passed off here, tried to play it forward, but now it's 82 going to try his attempt. 82 walks in, shoots, scores! Nonchalantly celebrates as he had just gotten onto the ice and potted that one home. And with some really good effort to show early on here, the Canadiens take a 2-0 lead with 3:51 remaining in the first period. So the Bruins looking to not take as much as the exhibition games don't count, they don't want 2 losses on their resume already early on in this tournament. Looking to see if they can figure out a bit more chemistry. They were playing some staunch defense, but too much zone time leads to chances here as the Canadiens putting pressure back on once again. Bruins do control it, however. It's Dillon coming in with it. Dillon, he has it taken away from 82. And now that they come back the other way, it's Allaire Baudin. See, here comes the shiftiness. Allaire Baudin going to walk in, plays it across. So Hollis almost gave a feed to the other opposition player. That was Harvey. As the Canadiens are going to elect to try and play the puck up. Puck shoots, scores once again. That was number 10 there for the Canadiens. That was Raphael Manoli who played it right over to 82 once again. It's 3-0 just like that for the Canadiens. It was a feed it was a feed way too close to the goaltender and simply potted home off a deflection or a tip in. Boston bench or Bruins bench yelling to wake up a little bit as they do not look like they are super attentive. The Canadiens are now the ones missing the player as Manoli will come off to take the draw after getting the point on that goal. Lebranche going to take it for them. Lebranche plays it forward to Auger. Auger absolutely runs over his man. Allaire Baudin is going to take it now. Allaire Baudin with some space. See him show off his nifty speed. Allaire Baudin is going to play the puck forward. It's taken away, though, by Lebranche, however. Lebranche off the boards. Allaire Baudin whacking at it. He falls down. The Canadiens do hold possession. Allaire Baudin, body in the way. Does squirt out all the way to the Boston end, or Bruins end, I should say. They pick it back up. Looking to shoot. Oh, here's finally a test on the shot here by number 41 for the Habs, whose name I don't have. I believe that's Marinelli. Auger for the Canadiens takes it in. Drop pass. Back to Auger. He can't find the puck in time. The Bruins are going to try and collect it. Now with some speed coming back the other way is number 7 on the Bruins. That's Xavier Drouin. Drouin, what a fantastic name for a hockey player. As they'll squirt all the way back out the other end and go back to 81 on the Bruins. Bruins trying to catch the Canadiens on a line change here. Walking into the zone does number 81, but it's going to try and get thwarted back the other way as the Bruins look for a hard pinch, but actually no, the Canadiens are going to come back the other way, and it's pushed forward. Now with the burst of speed coming in is Gadbois. Gadbois with the move! Better save by Scott, shuts the door. Gadbois still with possession of it here. He's hounded by Bruins players. The Bruins do get it out of the zone finally, as it's going to be number 22 who tries to bring it up there for them. That's Vaccaro. Vaccaro had it taken away by Lebranche, however, who's going to move it right over to his partner Zaholis, but that pass misses wide. It's picked up, however, by Gadbois, who's going to center it into the zone. It hit a body and sort of skipped for a second, but the Bruins hold possession as it's Gulab who picks it up. Gulab circulating with it now, avoiding the opposition players. Gulab with some speed, cuts to the middle. Gulab walk in, trying to split the D, elects to go right side, moves in on goal. Paddle was down by the netminder, as there's a shot in front, a good attempt right there by Gulab as well, and the Canadians are just going to try and break out of the zone. They do. Here comes number 82. He's got Junior with him, gets around the man, goes in for the backhander, between the legs, scores! 5-hole goal, and the same sort of adjusting equipment celebration. Not really a celebration, more just adjusting equipment, but hey, there's no adjustments to be made by the Canadians as they've made it 4-0. Still here in the first period with 1:18 remaining. Absolutely running away with this one. Brandon Marinelli, their goalie, has only received, I believe, 1 or 2 shots in this game. He's going to have to be buying his forwards some coffee after this one because they're burning a lot of energy on the ice so far, making it a bit easier for him. 81's going to take it here for the Bruins. He's going to pass it across to, don't have his number as well. We're going to have to fix that in the roster as it's going to be Manelli who brings it up here for the Canadians. Manelli tried to play it to the defensive man, and now here they come back the other way. It's number 28. It's a race for it, but it's won by 81 on the Canadians, and he's going to just try and take it back the other way. It's taken right back by Gulab, however. Gulab is swarmed by Cameron Joseph, tries to get it around him, and he has some success in that. A fight for it as there's the Canadians who are going to retain possession in their own end. It's going to be Manelli. He's got some sweaters with him. Manelli with some support. Drop pass, right back, feed on over. It was kicked forward, and it's going to be shut the door on Thomas Scott as Alex Auger was not able to finish the job. No real need to, up 4 goals with 1:18 remaining in the first period, but the Canadians have all the momentum, and they do not look like they're going to cease it anytime soon. As we see Dillon setting up into the faceoff dot, he's going to go against Auger. The Bruins will win it. 81 going to take it around his own net. Looks to break out, but the pass is a bit too wide. Lebranche will pick it up. Lebranche plays it forward to Auger. Auger elects not to enter the zone right away, and they'll go back to their own end, do the Canadians. Passes made and shot in by 81. They avoid the icing. It's going to be picked up here by Xavier Drouin. Drouin avoiding the opposition. Puck is tried to be played for, and finally the Bruins will have some success. No, they do hold the line to the Canadians as the puck sort of skipped over a couple sticks. 81's going to pick it up now. Looking to break out, sort of sluggish momentum and movement so far, as that's going to be icing. The Bruins just can't seem to string passes together or figure out a solid breakout for their own zone to try and get an offensive chance going the other way, and the Canadians are taking advantage of all of it. I believe 28 on Boston is, or excuse me, the Bruins is Nicholas Kolhuber. I will pay attention to that more often in this game, just so when he's on the ice, his family knows that I am saying his name. Puck going to be taken back by Allaire Baudin. The Canadians need to get onside, so Allaire Baudin is going to have at least a bit of time to assess the situation. He's going to go the no-look pass and the feed. Knocked down, high stick, will not be called as it's taken away here by the Bruins. Going to walk in with a shoot. Easy stick save. Rebound. A stick gets in the way by the Canadians. They survive again. Bruins now putting a bit more forecheck in action. Trying to smack it past the boards on a breakout, but it doesn't work. That'll do it for the first period as the Bruins look to have a bit more energy going at the end of the frame, but they're going to need it for the rest of this game as it's a 4-0 advantage here for the Canadians. Not much to talk about if you're the Canadians and you go to the bench here. Maybe just your coach saying, don't let up in the sense of scoring, maybe, but in the sense of defense, not at all. You got to make sure that your goaltender is still going to be assisted throughout the game, shut down all the chances, and keep a good, solid forecheck going into the offensive zone. However, if you're the Bruins, you need to look a bit less sluggish. You got to wake up, you got to get your feet under you a bit more, and you got to start connecting on a couple more passes. You need to break out. That's the first starter, and then from there, see if you can set something into the offensive zone. There's too many people trying to make extra plays. You can't beat the speed of the Canadians, so see if you can dump and chase less and start stringing passes together when you enter into the zone. As we've just got the attention, or the buzzer sound, I should say, to signal both teams to return back to the face-off dot. Tyson Scott going to continue on in nets here for the Bruins, but you got to see whether or not he might get pulled if there's a couple more goals let in. Gulab going to give him a tap on the pads. I want to see all these players do well in this tournament, so I'd like to see Scott play this entire game, as the Bruins do win the draw. But it is taken back by the Canadiens. It was going to be number 16, Gadebois, who tried to play it in. Lebranche is in the mix as well. But the Bruins are going to come back the other way as it's Gulab. He's going to play the puck forward, but Dylan can't get there in time. Koholis is going to take it back up for the Canadiens, but taken right back by Dylan. Dylan with some good energy to start the period. Koholis plays the puck forward. Smacked down by 81 on the Bruins. He's going to just fire it in as there's no other sweaters around him to support. So Koholis will pick it up. Played around the boards. Actually takes it right off the cage. A high clearing attempt. And it looked more like a fly ball that was caught by 81 on the Bruins. The Canadiens trying to come back the other way. That 81 is now trying to move into the mix. We had Kaluber that was in the mix there as well. As now here comes Auger back the other way. He's going to feed it right over to Manoli. Manoli, nice nifty move to at least get the puck into the corner. Manoli avoiding opposition. He gets taken down without a stick, was number 81 on the Bruins. And he's now going to go to the penalty box. And the Canadiens are going to get another power play here with roughly 10 minutes remaining in the second frame. Luckily for these kids, you don't go with the same PWHL no escape rule, which signifies that the team that gave up the penalty, they have to keep their players on the ice as if it was like an icing call, which gives you a bit more of a predicament in women's hockey, as now we're going to see Zaholis get the shot on goal. It's going to be swarmed up and swallowed up, I should say, by Scott. Same players are going to take the draw once again. It's going to be 82 versus number 10 on the Bruins, which is Thomas Harvey. Puck is dropped now. Allaire Baudin sends it around the boards. Scooped up here by the Bruins, and they will finally get a clearing attempt out, as it's going to be handled by Marinelli, the goaltender who gave it to his defenseman here. So Hollis walking into the zone with it. Nobody's really challenging him as he has some time to skate with it. So Hollis plays it back to the point. Played across to Junior. Junior tried to go to Zoholis, had to get the puck in the air. He's going to play it around the boards, and 82 is going to pick it up for the Canadiens. Going to play it right back around the boards to Zoholis. He's got Harvey in the mix with him, though. Allaire Baudin was there, too, and it's a high stick that's going to actually deflect it out of play, so we're going to get a face-off just outside the zone, if I'm not mistaken, with 9:06 left in the second period. Still over a minute left in the penalty. 2:81 on the Bruins. Canadiens might not have too many shots on goal in this power play, but they are still having a lot of possession time in the offensive zone, as the draw was initially won by the Bruins, but the Canadiens are in the mix to try and take it back. They will finally send it into Lebranche's skate. He's going to find Manoli. Manoli's going to walk in, misses just wide. The Bruins finally do clear once again, as Marinelli was going to come out and play it himself. Marinelli's going to shoot it around the boards. It's going to be poked forward by Lebranche. Good idea right there. Or excuse me, that's not Lebranche. That's 81 if I'm not mistaken on the Habs. Nice nifty move. Found a good backhand feed that was in front, but the only problem was Manelli is a right-handed shot. If he was a left-handed shot, it might have been an easier attempt on goal, but he kind of had to backhand it himself. 81 plays it forward. Manelli. Good offensive forecheck right there as he gets the puck back. Manelli moves it across, shoots, scores! Alex Auger! I believe that's his second on the match, and it's 5-0 as the Canadiens finally score on the man advantage, extending the lead even more. Not much that Tyson Scott could do there, as it was just a really good feed, and he made a good desperation save, but just couldn't reach over. Fifth goal given up here in the game for him. The Canadiens, it's Lebranche who holds it off the draw. Lebranche plays it forward. That was number 18, Gadebois, who's going to feed it over to Junior. Junior with some Bruins players hounding him. It is good forecheck made, though, over here by Gadebois. Junior finds the feed to 82, can't finish it. The Bruins play the puck forward. It skips over Zaholis' stick. But he still retains possession, but down this time in his own end. The Bruins swarming him. Allaire Baudin in the mix trying to get the puck forward, and he does hold the line. Puck is played forward. Marinelli just uses his stick to scoot it away. So Hollis whacks it around the boards. Picked up by Gadbois. Gadbois off a skate. Bruins elect not to hold the line instead, as that was number 8, Dylan, who's trying to push it around. Picked right back up by the Habs. They can't hold the line, but Alaire Baudin will hold on to the puck, and he's going to sort of squirt it forward, as now here come the Habs back the other way. 82 looking for the fake. Blocker save made here by Scott. Puck pushed forward. It was shot on goal, but hit a body and goes wide. Picked up once again by Xavier Drouin. Now 82 for the Habs. Nifty move. He's avoiding all the opposition. 82 with some room to work. Shoots it on goal. Gadbois. Scott made the easy chest save. Now the Canadiens still trying to hold the line here. The puck is played forward deep into the zone as the Canadiens are going to go for a change, sort of sluggishly getting off the ice. Bruins can't catch them sleeping, though. Drouin played it forward. Alaire Baudin moves around the opposition. Baudin, nowhere really to go as he's just swarmed by red sweaters, but he does have the puck out of the corner. Tried to move in on goal, just push it high and wide of the mark. Manoli, good tip forward here. It looked like a high stick to himself. The Manoli going in, shoots, and it's a save made by Tyson Scott. So a cool attempt here by Raphael Manoli. Excellent hand-eye coordination to give himself the breakaway, but just nowhere to shoot as it's just swallowed up by Scott. He'll enter right back into the draw, just Manoli. Bruins are missing a player. Interesting to see that there's not too many Bruins players to make 2 lines. You have 4 on the bench and then 5 who are currently playing. So one man is usually staying out for an extra period of time. Presenting a bit of a challenge as Cameron Joseph's going to fire it forward. He's one of the smaller players in this tournament. Backhander here now. That was number 16, Gadbois. The Olivier Gadbois, I should say, because these are the Gadbois brothers, Olivier and Elliott. Back into the draw is Manoli. Manoli, the puck easily won that time. Joseph going to handle it from the point. Good stick play here by Harvey, though, in his pursuit after the puck. 81 in on goal. Good attempt. He heard the footsteps of 81. And he decided to just slap that one. Misses high, though, and goes into the meshing. So not really a breakaway as he just elected to shoot it as soon as he touched the puck. With 5:50 remaining here, it's a 5-0 Canadiens lead. Not the 4 goals they scored in the first period, but the 1 additional one on the power play has given them a comfortable advantage. Puck is dropped now. And it's won, but Harvey pushes it right out of the zone. It's going to be Gulab who picks it up. Gulab had some sweaters on him. Gulab using some ice to work with. Merges into the zone now. Gulab going to shoot. Oh, I thought that went in for a second, but it missed just wide. Played forward by 81 are the Bruins. So Hollis hearing some footsteps behind him. LeBlanc elects to go around the boards. The Bruins do get it back, however, as it's going to be number 8, Dylan, who's in the mix there. He pushes LeBlanc into the boards. The Canadiens do come up with it in their own end. So Hollis moves it out to Gadbois. Olivier Gadbois pushes over to Alex Auger. Auger finds Manoli. Manoli looking for a man in front. He's going to go around the net instead. Elects to hold on to it. Manoli can't get around the good effort here of Kaluber as it's played forward, and here come the Bruins back the other way. Going, walk in, shoot, scores! So no more of a shutout here by Marinelli as Dylan's going to get the 1 goal score for the Bruins, and it's a 5-1 game. Still a lot of work to do to get back into this one, but the Bruins looking a bit more alive compared to the start of this game. Bruins once again are missing a player, as Harvey will join into the fray. Lebranche will pick it up for the Canadiens. Lebranche plays the puck forward. 82 is going to push it forward for himself. He's got some men with him, but it's going to be a tough angle. Going to pass it over, shoots, scores. So that's, it's deemed no goal as it went off the foot, I believe. I'm number 18 on the Canadiens. That's Elliott Gadbois. Because it went off of his skate and deemed a kicking motion, it is a no goal. So if that pass was a bit more in front of him and he was able to get a stick on it, that would have been a goal. So it remains 5-1. The puck comes just outside the Bruins' end. Mistake on the face-off. Looking for an explanation is one of the coaches on the Canadiens bench. He's granted one, and the play continues. Once again, it's Lebranche trying to play the puck forward. Lebranche somehow gets it without it going out. Plays it over to 82, tries to make a new move. Lebranche hits a body, goes high and into the meshing, so another stoppage in play. Well, the Canadiens were looking for a means of bouncing back following the 7-4 loss to the Leafs this morning. They have it in this game so far, as off the draw, the Bruins will control and play it around the boards. Picked up by Vaccaro. Vaccaro's going to try and push it forward, but now it's the Bruins trying to fight their own men for it, as it's Harvey pushing the puck forward. Off the glass, bounces right in front. Wow, Marinelli was not paying attention for a second and got lucky that he had to fall down and trap the puck under his pads. But he did not see the initial bounce, and there was a golden opportunity for the Bruins to make it a 5-2 game. But lucky there is the goaltender for the Canadiens. We're going to see Perillo, in this faceoff dot. He's going to lose it to Manoli. 81 on the Canadiens is going to try and push the puck forward, and he does. 81 plays it over here to Gadebois. That's Olivier, who's going to push it right back over to Lebranche. That's Auger, who's just showing off his handles here. Played right over to Manoli. Manoli has it taken away by the Bruins, looking to get a feed pass, and they do, as here comes number 8. That's Dylan once again. Dylan with a man on. That's 81. Dylan trying to hold on to possession of the puck, but the Canadiens get it right back as 81 fires it around the boards. Auger. Alain Baudin is in the mix here. Baudin looking for a man in front. Shoots. Misses wide. Goaltender signaling where to get the puck, and the Canadiens do pick it back up as Gadebois actually loses it here. Fired in on goal. The rebound is smothered up. The initial shot by Cole Huber, but Marinelli makes the save and freezes things up. 3:51 remaining in the second period. Still a 5-1 game, one of many games today, tomorrow, and Sunday in this NHL Kids Original 6 tournament. Don't know where everybody here watching is tuning in, but thank you for enjoying it during this holiday season as well. So close to New Year's approaching as well, and Hanukkah still ongoing. A shot on, misses just wide. He got a piece of it, did Marinelli, as Auger's going to pick it up now. Alex Auger plays it forward, but Manelli can't hold on to it. Pursue after is him between 81. 81 comes up to it with the Bruins. He's still trying to get around all the men in front of him, but he can't, as the Canadiens are going to take it right back the other way. Puck plays forward. And here comes Gulab. Gulab going to walk in with it, and it's deemed offside by the referee. So we'll have a stoppage again, and we're going to go out now just outside the Canadian zone, where the faceoff will ensue. Koluber wins it for the Bruins here. Harvey going to walk in off a pad. Koluber has it taken away from him this time, as now it's the other Gadebois brother who can bring it forward. Elliott, he's going to have another chance here as he pushes it forward to 82. Walk in, shoot. Save made by Scott. So Tyson Scott has had to be really sharp in this game despite the 5 goals, as another sort of on-man rush here by the Canadiens going into the offensive end. Still remains 5-1 with 2:58 remaining in the second period. Bruins are adding the extra player onto the ice now. That's Owen Perillo. Puck is dropped. Manelli can't win the draw, as it was Drouin who uses the boards to pass it to Alain Baudin. Stretch pass, beautiful stretch pass, I should say. Owen Perillo walking in, blocker save made by Marinelli. Rebound to Vaccaro, he can't hold on to it as Lebranche plays it forward. The Bruins will collect it, however, as Alain Baudin making another bounce pass feed to Perillo. He's going to push it forward. Marinelli's going to elect to freeze it up, get another stoppage in play, and see if his team can recollect themselves here with 2:34 remaining in the second. So Canadiens not putting too much pressure on with that comfortable lead. The Bruins looking to mount something here. First need to string a couple more passes together and get some some comfortable offensive possession into the offensive end. Puck is played around the boards, but taken back the other way by the Canadians. It's Zoholis who's using the boards. Oh, the bounce takes a bit of an awkward bounce, and it's going to be called offside here against the Canadians as the puck bounced behind number 82 on the Canadians as he was streaking into the zone, delaying the offside. Puck is dropped. One here by Zoholis here. Zoholis looking for a man. He connects to Elliot Gadbois, I should say, and the puck hits off of an opposing player into the Canadians' bench. So a lot of stoppages in play here in the second period compared to the first one. As usually you want to see a bit more end-to-end action in a hockey game. Settling into the faceoff draw, Auger initially thought he won it, but some good play here by the Bruins to push the puck up the ice. Physicality showing forth by Zoholis. And are we going to have a penalty here? We are. I believe it's interference called against Fotis Zoholis. And the Canadians are going to go on the man disadvantage as the Bruins finally have a power play. Let's see if they can get something going here. Deemed a checking penalty. Canadians are a bit confused here, electing to send two on and bring Junior off, getting some bigger sizes on the ice to kill off the penalty. Bruins can't win it off the draw as Leblanche look to fire around the boards, and finally he will do off the boards. A race to the puck. He's got a man on. Scott, wise decision to just play the puck out himself. Auger can't handle onto his. Gulab's going to come back the other way. Gulab looking for a man to assist him out here. Gulab hit off the boards itself, hits the brakes. Gulab avoids opposition. Vaccaro want to walk in. He's actually going to play it down here to Kalubin. Lubin plays it forward. Or Kaluber, I should say. Avoiding the opposition is Gulab. The Canadians finally get it, though, and it's sent down the ice by number 82. Scott out of his net to play it with roughly less than a minute to go here in the second period. Still over a minute remaining in the checking penalty to Zoholis as 81 takes into the zone for the Bruins. He had a penalty earlier in this game, but he's looked really sharp in this tournament so far when it comes to offensive dangling. He's hounded by red sweaters, however, as he can't get it forward. Gulab off of Vaccaro and into the corner here. 81. It's taken away by the other 81, the Canadians, and played forward. Two tired skaters at the end of their shifts here. It's a bit of a sluggish race. Two tortoises and no hares, if you will. Gulab can't avoid the offside as it looked like number 10 on the Bruins. That was Thomas Harvey, entered the zone just a bit too early. So 19.3 seconds remaining in the second period. Not much time to enter the zone and set up, but maybe we can get an offensive push forward from one of these two teams before things end. Puck is played back, pushed forward by the Bruins here. Dillon going to enter into the zone. It's just steered away by Marinelli, but the Bruins get it on the rebound. Good defensive stick play by LeBlanche. Shuts the door because his goaltender going to get there in time. He's lost the stick. A high and wide shot initially. The Bruins, Alain Baudin misses wide himself on that attempt. And that'll do it for the second period. But some dangerous action there by the Bruins at the end of that one. Canadians lucky another goal doesn't go in, but it'll remain a 5-1 game in their advantage. Gotta wonder what is being discussed here by the two coaching staffs, as there is also some discussion between one of the coaches on the Canadians and the referee, most likely discussing the Zoholis penalty. Zoholis looks like it was retaliation after an initial penalty. For that reason, I'm curious to know what is being discussed right now. Fotis Zoholis looked like he did lose his cool, however. He's been incredibly sharp this tournament so far, but that's just one minor mistake that's going to go against his resume, if you will, in the NHL Kids tournament. So referee signals the players to get back to the ice. The Bruins, despite having all 5 of them out there, aren't really geared up to get to the faceoff dot just yet. Some discussion still being had between the captain and Harvey. Dillon getting prepared here to take the faceoff as he's going to be against number 82 on the Canadiens, and the Canadiens do win the draw. Still down a man with not much time left in the power play. The Bruins settle it down. Look to clear it out, but it kind of got flicked up under the stick. Manoli tried to play the puck forward, and there's going to be a penalty called against the Bruins. It's going to be a trip. Way to draw that penalty on Manoli. So it's going to be Vaccaro who goes to the box with 4 seconds remaining in the penalty to Zoholis. The Canadiens are about to get a man advantage in about 4 seconds here. So what they need to do is win the draw and see if they can establish some offensive zone possession time. See if Zoholis can join the fray or at least get a change at the bench, as he's against Dillon. The Canadiens do win it initially, but the Bruins are going to fire it out. It gets off 81. It's going to be 5-on-4 here as Zoholis is out of the box, but he's going to deem to just go to the bench instead and get a change in, as it's going to be Auger who joins the action here on the ice. 81 walks into the zone, looking to avoid the D. Nice nifty move, hits off his stick and goes into the far corner. Manoli's going to pick it up, avoids the Bruins. Manoli still dangling around Dillon. He's going to elect to fire it around the boards. It looks like the Canadiens are just sort of killing time in this game with the hefty advantage they have. Auger banned on the initial pass attempt. Alain Baudin takes away from him, and the Bruins are going to clear it down and kill a bit more time in this penalty with roughly 1 minute and 20 seconds left in that, and over 7 minutes, in the third period remaining. Up the ice comes Lebranche with it. Lebranche plays it forward, just skips over Manoli's stick, and dangerously in the crease there for the Bruins, as Zoholis out of the box is going to pick it up, his first ice time in a bit. Zoholis plays it forward to Lebranche. They avoid the offside. Lebranche takes it back. 81 walks in a bit too high on that one, as it's going to be picked up here by the Canadiens on the close side. Played around again. 82 with it. Moves it right on over. Skips over the stick of Auger, however. He's trying to avoid Gulab. Plays it down to Lebranche along the blue line. Lebranche. Stick gets in the way there, but it's picked up right again by Manoli. Manoli going to walk into the center with it, but good defensive play here by the Bruins as they kill off a bit more of the penalty as it's fired down the ice by 81 once again. Mornelli comes out of his net to play it and leaves it over for number, is that 25? Yes, that is Lebranche. Lebranche, no pressure on him. Lost the puck initially, but he's going to play it forward with some momentum as Zoholis. Zoholis moves in, walks in, fires it just high, hits off the back of the net. He's going to try and play it himself as he whacks it out of the meshing. Still dangerously around the crease. Auger's going to pick it up for the Canadiens. He's going to fire in, misses just wide. Rebound, save made by Scott as 82 was on the doorstep. Moving around the opposition he is now. Still plenty of room. Pushes it off the mask of Scott, but carefully taken away here by 81, the Bruins. Defensive stick of Auger. 81 still holding on to it. They avoid the offside. Goes between the legs. Gulab gets the shot. Hit a body, it seemed like. It goes into the corner as Cameron Joseph plays it forward. Here comes back 82 the other way. He's got Auger with him. 82 tried to play it across Alain Baudin, but really good defensive effort there by the hefty defenseman. Dillon plays it forward. Auger whacks it right away from him. 81 whacks it forward again. Joseph in the mix trying to play it here. Bit of ping pong action that we're getting here by both teams. Vaccaro. He plays the puck forward. Vaccaro. Nobody around him. Plays it to 81. He's going to walk in with it. He's going to shoot. It's going to be saved by Marinelli. Rebound, scores! Cole Huber gets the second one on the day for the Bruins, making it a 5-2 game. But with just under 5 minutes left to play, you have to wonder if it's too little too late. Discussion between the referee and the goalkeeper, or scorekeeper, I should say. As it is a good goal. I was wondering what the confusion was between both benches, as there was a bit of discussion between the Bruins head coach and the head referee. Canadians win it off the draw. The puck is played forward by Gadbois to Gadbois. That's fun to say. Here comes Olivier walking around with it. Plays it over to Junior. Good save made by Scott, who despite the 5 goals he's let in has looked pretty sharp when called upon and tested here in close encounters. Off the draw, the Canadians win it again. Circling with it is Labranche. Labranche goes across the ice, hits off a stick, and into the corner. Picked up by Elliot Gadbois. Elliot, with his brother in the mix, Olivier, also trying to push the puck forward. It finally squirts out. Junior tries to play it and does keep it in. 81 on the Habs, takes it from the blue line. Moving in, nifty moves. Nice save initially made by Scott. Has to reach out the pad and make sure that he can shut the door. So 3:35 remaining in this game here. 5-2 for the Canadiens. The first opening action that's not exhibition play on the day in the NHL Kids Original Six tournament. As we see Manelli into the faceoff dot against, that was number 9, that was Perillo. As Labranche takes it first and foremost here around the blue line. It's taken to 81, shot on, deflection in front, was actually stopped by Manelli. He tried to pot it home with the backhander, but it was shut the door once again by Scott. Canadians electing to get fresh legs on the ice here, seeing if they mount a couple more goals as time is ticking down, inching towards the 2-minute mark. Puck's played forward by the Bruins, but Joseph's going to handle it from center ice. Joseph tried to play it forward to Auger, but he wasn't paying attention. Gulab whacks it to himself, taken away by Manelli briefly, but Dillon gets it right back, walks in, shoots, chest pad save, and smothered up by Marinelli. So the Bruins have looked a bit dangerous when they're high and in tight with these chances, but good staunch goaltending is keeping it a 5-2 game. Not much time remaining as 81 winks it off the draw. Gulab misses wide with that. Looked as if he were trying to get a deflection, just catch Marinelli off guard. Puck is played forward. Marinelli can't catch it. Dillon has it taken away from him. It's 82. It's going to be Manelli who gives it right back to 82 with a burst of speed. He avoids Gulab. Manelli tried to get the feet over, but good defensive stick by 81 on the Bruins. He's going to kick it to himself. 81, stretch pass here. Harvey can't hold on to it. Labranche will pick it back up as Harvey goes to change. Labranche avoids the opposition. Labranche plays it forward. It's going to be taken down here, and we're going to actually get a hooking call against number 81 on the Bruins, is it? It is again. That's his second penalty on the day. You can tell he's frustrated. I would be too, as there's 54.4 seconds remaining here in the game. Bruins down 5-2 and now down a man as well. Nelly off the draw, can't hold on to it as it's Alain Baudin who's going to take it instead. He's just going to try and elect to ice the puck. Vaccaro settles it down in his own end, trying to go across ice with it. He does connect to Dillon. Bruins can't enter the zone, however. It's now coming back the other way is Manelli. Manelli looking for a man. Shoots, save made by Scott. Manelli gets his own rebound. Trying to be played around here. Manelli taking all the time he needs to. Played over. A shot on Scott with a nice splashing of the letter. 19.3 seconds remaining roughly in this game. Canadians still putting a bunch of pressure on as they're looking to just ice this one. They win it off the draw. So Hollis shoots it on, but bodies in front as it's Alain Baudin. Vaccaro's going to push the puck forward, so it's not going to be icing. And that should do it for this one. So the Canadiens win their opening game in the series and hand Boston their first loss in the standings today, making it a 5-2 triumph in a good old-fashioned rivalry series in this Original Six tournament here at J.C. Perreault Sports Complex. We're going to see plenty more of action throughout the day, of course, today, tomorrow, and the next day in this NHL Kids Original Six tournament. On behalf of the NHL Kids, my name is Connor Tomilty saying thank you for watching, and we will see you all next time. NHL Kids Original 6 action. This time the Little Red Wings are taking on the Little Maple Leafs. Both teams won their respective matchups earlier on this morning in the exhibition game. This is the first play of the regular season of the tournament, as Nathaniel Kuhncom is going to be called on a penalty right off the bat. A tripping call as he had a bunch of bursts of speed coming into the offensive zone, but turning around trying to recollect the puck, got his stick tangled up, I should say, in the legs of an opposition player. So a very early penalty here for the Maple Leafs, and the Red Wings, who had a bit of luck in the man advantage this morning against the Blackhawks, looking if they can keep that momentum going forward. Into the faceoff dot is going to be Felipe Miguel Meron as he goes up against number 23 on the Little Leafs. That is Brandon. Puck is played forward. It looks like it's Aguero who picks it up. No, I believe that's Keegan Young. Young had it in his skates and taken away by the Red Wings. Puck played across. Shot on goal. It's pushed away. That was Gavin Zaralko. That was going to be Damian Pattering who puts it forward. Keegan still fighting with it here. Damian Pattering picks it up. Pattering pushing it forward. That puck goes high and into the glove here of Keegan Young. Pattering tried to play it on goal, but it's intercepted here by Brandon, who's just going to play it all the way down the end for the goaltender on the other side. That is Nathan. Picked up here by Pattering. Tried to find a man. He couldn't connect on any passes as it's picked up very quickly by number 19 on the Little Leafs, whose name I don't currently have on the roster. Puck is played forward. Collected here by number 21 on the Red Wings. That's going to be Matt. Had to avoid an oncoming collision as it's played up to Vognal. Vognal avoiding Zagara, the captain here for the Leafs. Puck is played forward. Meron going to pick it up. Whacked away by the other Zagara brother who's in nets. Fernando is the defender, if I'm not mistaken. Collected very quickly. That was number 82, Boaziz. It's going to be handled by Navarrete, who plays it around the boards. It's picked up by Vognal. Vognal avoiding Zagara. Vognal across to Navarrete, but it's swallowed up by the other Zagara brother, the netminder, with 29 seconds remaining in the penalty here to Nathaniel Kuhncom. So Red Wings looking dangerous out in front, but the Little Leafs playing better defense, more staunch defense, trying to take away as many passing attempts, but just fantastic goaltending by Zagara, keeping the game notched at 0-0. Red Wings look to collect it off the draw, but it's actually pushed out. Zagara in pursuit afterwards. He's going to hit the opposing player. Whoa, that was a great chance here, but that was, I believe, Boaziz. Looked to go to the backhand, but good goaltending, very staunch by number 31. That's Nathan. Now coming back the other way is Meron to his backhand. Off the post! Vognal had a wide open cage and just couldn't make it, as now it's a little partial breakaway here the other way. Boaziz has it taken away from him. Navarrete takes it past center ice. Navarrete trying to avoid the opposition. Gets around Keegan Young, but it's pushed forward. Puck is finally played out by the Little Leafs. It cannot be slowed down by Alexander. Nathan Alexander picks it back up. Tries to use the boards, but it's actually going to land onto the stick of Nathaniel Kuhncom. He's ever dangerous. Alexander takes it right back. Alexander turns and he fires. This is going to be picked up by Pattering. Pattering, he's got some red with him, but he's got some white with him as well. As Pattering going to fire it on goal, and Zagara makes the glove save with 7:03 remaining in this first period. There are two players that I can highlight very quickly on the Maple Leafs roster. That's going to be Nathaniel Kuhncom, one of the assistant captains, number 84. He was absolutely electric last year for the Little Bruins. And I'm also going to point out, I believe he's wearing either 85 or he's wearing 84. That's Keegan Young. Oh, excuse me. Nathaniel Kuhncom is 83. Keegan Young is 84 as the puck bounced and almost landed off the back of Nathan and into the back of the net. Kuhncom in front, can't get the puck on goal. 85 is actually Jesse, excuse me. Bit of a correction I'm going to be having to make early on in this game. You got to pay attention to all these Leafs who are wearing number 80, because these are a lot of veteran players who are also very good at what they do. High IQs and even harder shots. Red Wings, it's going to be Vognal who picks it up in his own end. He's hounded very quickly by Kuhncom. But Vognal looking to take the ice he's got. Kuncum just stands it up, and he's going to get called for another penalty. Is this going to be an elbowing call this time? As Nathaniel Kuncum is actually going to be called for a cross check, and he's going to go to the box. So that's the second penalty this period called against the Leafs. The Red Wings looking to take advantage here with 6:11 remaining. Unfortunate play with Kuncum right there. As we're going to see Keegan Young, number 84, who I believe had the earlier penalty, take it. Zagara is going to take it here for the Leafs. Just such a stacked lineup that the Leafs had. It's what led to that 7-4 victory this morning, as Zagara actually plays it accidentally out the boards, or excuse me, it's the bench of the Little Red Wings. I believe that's the daughter of one of the coaches who's behind the glass there. She's wearing the pink helmet. Good thing that she could avoid the oncoming shot by Zagara, who has a bit of a howitzer. Keegan Young plays the puck forward, but it's taken back here by the Red Wings. They'll play it off the boards and down. Miron, who's probably one of the faster kids in this tournament, didn't hear the initial whistle, as it is called icing. There's going to be a discussion between the referees because Miron did win the puck battle. And because of that, it shouldn't have been called icing, in my opinion. But we're going to go all the way back into the Red Wing zone with just 6 minutes remaining here in the first period. So despite the two penalties, some really good action that we've been able to see, as now here come the Red Wings off the draw once again. It's settled by 19 on the Maple Leafs, and Keegan Young's going to push the guy off of him. I spoke to Keegan earlier about how he's going to try and use his physicality, and he said he's going to avoid corner battles and hurting the smaller players, but he's going to use his stick and get more chances in front that way. Shot on goal, misses wide. Red Wings trying to fire it on towards the net. 19 on the Leafs trying to fight with it. That was Navarrete who was in the mix there. Zagara is going to play it up. The captain here for the Leafs, Fernando Zagara. He's got a man with him, but Zagara is going to elect to take it himself. Gets around Miron, goes in on goal, but the net comes off. Maple Leafs are signaling. Is it a goal? I believe it's a goal, actually. I think Zagara is going to be credited with the goal, as the net did come off its moorings, but it's going to be 1-0 here on shorthanded goal by Fernando Zagara. So a bit of an unorthodox type of first opening goal to your season, but the Maple Leafs will take it. There's so many deadly, lethal players on this lineup for the Maple Leafs that any one of them can get a spark going for you. You can see there's a size advantage that definitely they all have, coming from the top centerman and Keegan Young all the way down to their netminder. Bit of confusion here between the referee and the Maple Leafs, trying to establish that they have enough men on the ice. They do. Oh yes, they took the power play off the scoreboard, assuming that it, because of the goal, would nullify it, but it was short-handed, so they're trying to reestablish what that was. I believe there was 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in it. So I believe the referee is just telling Kuncum that he's going to get a signal from the scorekeeper, and that's when he's going to be able to join the action again. Red Wings control it off the draw. It's picked up here by Tito. Tito gets it in. Zagara from behind his own net, plays it around to Vigneault, or excuse me, that's going to be Vogno. Vogno walks in, shoots, scores! Well, no need for Nathaniel Kuncum to wait, as it's Anthony Vogno who ties up the game on the power play. 5:03 remaining. It's a 1-1 game. I said earlier in the first exhibition match when I was watching, because the Maple Leafs gave up 2 goals to the Little Canadians early on, I thought it was going to be all Canadians going forward, but the Maple Leafs absolutely turned around and scored the next 4 goals. So this could still be anyone's game, but plenty of momentum that could go either way. As coming back with it is Jesse. He plays it over to Nathaniel Kuncum. Kuncum lost it in his own deking, as it's a stretch pass that can't find the stick here. Because Zagara went out to play it, icing is waved off. Stopped at the blue line. He's ran over completely, and there's going to be another penalty on the Maple Leafs, this time to number 23. That's Brandon. Really unfortunate, just couldn't stop his momentum. played the man and not the puck, and in this league at this level, that is deemed a checking penalty, roughing actually, excuse me, per the head referee's signal to the scorekeeper. So once again, that's the third penalty against the Maple Leafs in this first period. They're going to have to make adjustments and sort of be more disciplined if they want a chance in this game, because the Red Wings can easily take advantage. Rebound. Oh, almost right there. Vogno almost had his second of the game, as it was the Miron's initial attempt, as now it's taken here by Gavin. That was Zoralko. Signaling with it around. Zoralko will knock it down. Zoralko walks in. Off a sticking. It's going to get stuck in the meshing. Looks like we're going to lose that puck, as a couple of the Leafs players are trying to get it out themselves. Puck did fall from the meshing. One of the kids that belongs to one of the families here is probably going to run after it as they get another puck, does the referee, with 4:21 remaining in the first period. In the face-off draw is Miron and Young. It's won here by Matt Allen, controlled. Red Wings go across ice with it. Bounces off the boards. Fognall tried to find a man. He sort of missed both of his teammates that were next to him. Anthony Fognall trying to avoid Keegan Young. He does. It's down low. It's going to be number 23, I believe. That was Miron. Was it? No, that was going to be Matt over there. Oh, excuse me. That's 83. That's Navarrete, who's got a man on him. That's Zagara, who's got good speed and a long reach, which is hard to avoid. Navarrete, he couldn't settle down the initial pass over. He's going to play it around the boards. It's a race for it. The Red Wing player does get there first. That's Pattering. Try to play it forward. Glove down here by Matt. Matt's going to go over to Navarrete. Pass right over. Shoots high and wide here by Pattering. Navarrete intercepted this time. And instead of shooting it all the way down, it was just a pass attempt to Keegan Young. He's got to settle down a little bit as he gives a shove after the initial play. Might have deemed that was a tripping call, but he just blew a tire according to the referee. As now Fognall back the other way. Can't find anybody. Here's another attempt here by Young. Keegan Young with the puck on his stick. Tries to avoid Miron, but he can't. Now here comes Philippe Miron with Anthony Fognall. But a good change here by the Leafs, who are nullifying this attempt initially. Fognall to Miron. Fognall to Miron. Puck comes off the net comes off its moorings. Young going over to apologize, because I think he's the culprit as to why the net got off its moorings there. It's the second time we've seen that, but the first time it happened was Zagara's goal. So Keegan Young going over to apologize, probably to avoid the delay of game penalty, if you will. Four seconds remaining in the penalty here. It's number 23 on the Leafs. That's Brandon. As Young settles into the dot against Zoralko. Leafs need to lose a man. The Red Wings need to gain a man here. And that's what will happen. The puck is dropped. Zagara. He's going to try and clear the zone. Good blue line work here as it's fired right back in. Red Wings trying to play it around the net. But it's going to be intercepted here by Nathaniel Kuhnkamp. Kuhnkamp with some fresh legs here. Kuhnkamp avoiding the sticks of 17 initially, but he can't. It's Pattering. Pattering trying to come back the other way. He's going to just center it to nobody. Kuhnkamp's going to pick it up, the big assistant captain here for the Leafs. Kuhnkamp going to walk in with it, go to the backhand, shoots. Good save made. Outstanding work by Nathan on the other goal here for the Red Wings. Kuhnkamp looked like he had some wide open net. He's going to try it once again. He has to handle the pass first. Kuhnkamp fires in. Blocker save here once again by Nathan. Zagara pushes it forward. Kuhnkamp was in the mix there too. Along with number 27 on the Leafs, that's Vincenzo. That was Keegan Young who had the shot, who's playing the point right now. Puck around, fired in on goal. But it's going to be picked up initially here by Zoralko. Zoralko going to play the puck forward, as he's going to have Rowan with him. Rowan going to move it right on over. Shot. Save made by Zagara. Didn't know where it was. Fire right back in that time by Navarrete. And it's going to be picked up by the Leafs and going back the other way. Good defensive play here by the Red Wings to try and nullify that. Navarrette's going to pick it up here for the Red Wings. He's going to fire it off the boards. The Maple Leafs have to avoid the offside. They do, but Navarrette's going to pick it right up for the Red Wings. Miron's going to pick it up. Miguel Miron. Good feed in front there for Matt, but he can't settle it down. Matt going to walk into Miron. Tried to backhand it on the second attempt. It's save made by Zagara. Matt moves it on over. Tried to find Zaralko on the far side. He's going to just fire it on goal. Zaralko, he lost it actually, and now here comes Keegan Young again, trying to dangle in a phone booth, but he can't really get, he's going to be called for a penalty right here. That's the fourth penalty for the Maple Leafs, as it's Keegan Young being called for the slash, just losing his temper a little bit there on that play. There's 38.7 seconds remaining in the first period, and there's 4 penalties against the Leafs. Maple Leafs, I find, are a stronger team in this tournament compared to other teams, but that just lack of discipline is what's hurting them in this game. Not down by any means when it comes to scoring, but you need to be more disciplined if you want to have chances going back the other way. Keegan Young just clearly frustrated. Coach yelling a bit at Keegan Young. I don't know what they're talking about. Keegan might have exchanged a couple words there. Off the post is the shot from Zaralko, as Navarrete will settle it down here for the Red Wings. Navarrete got Zagara all over him. Navarrete is able to find Vogno on the other side. Zagara does make the save. The net comes off its mooring again. I think that's something we saw a lot last year when Zagara was in goal. It's just because he's so big, he's able to knock the net off so easily. So Felipe Miguel Miron will be in the faceoff dot against Nathaniel Kunkam. Red Wings look to control it off the draw, but now here they come back the other way. It's going to be Boisiz. He has it taken away by Miron. Miron finds Navarrete, who's going to go right on over to Vogno. Vogno plays it over to Miron. Tries to go. What a goal! Oh my goodness! Felipe Miguel Miron off the feed from Anthony Vogno goes between the legs and somehow squeaks it top shelf past the very tall and very big Zagara, and it's 2-1 for the Red Wings with 6.8 seconds remaining. Outstanding effort by the Red Wings. So Keegan Young's going to have to reflect a little bit post that penalty that he was assessed to, and the Red Wings pick up the goal as a result. Kunkam trying to win it for himself off the draw. Not much time left. Trying to get around the offensive D or the defensive pairing. Right out in front. A shot made on goal by number 81 on the Leafs, but that's not going to go in. And that's how the first period is going to end, with a 2-1 advantage for the Red Wings off some brilliant hands from Felipe Miguel Miron. If I'm the Red Wings coach, I'm giving pats all around. Some really outstanding job being on the losing end when it comes to the size advantage, trying to showcase a lot of their speed and slick hands, trying to create chances in front, and the Red Wings are doing that. If I'm the head coach of the Maple Leafs, I'm saying everybody calm down and take a deep breath, because there's 4 penalties in the opening frame, and there's no excuse for that whatsoever. It's not like you're trying to play the puck. It's not like you're trying to play the puck with a more, It's not like you're trying to play the puck in a more offensive or defensive end. You're not trying to take away any action when it comes to sprawling for a breakaway by any means. There's no excuse for these penalties is what I'm trying to say in the end. If I'm the Maple Leafs, I want to settle in. You have the size advantage. You have so many talented players that can provide a spark for you. Just play more sound hockey and see what you can create. Settling into the face-off dot is Nathaniel Kunkam. He's going to be right up against number 17 on the Red Wings. That's going to be Pattering. The puck is dropped, and it's won back here by the Maple Leafs. Jesse going to play it around the boards. It jumped off, and now it's going to be picked up right again by Pattering. Pattering avoids the opposition. Puck goes to 27 on, that's Vincenzo. He actually loses it, and Kunkam with a burst of speed. Now see what Nathaniel Kunkam here can do. Oof, he has it taken away here by Zaralko. Pattering lost it initially, and now here comes Kunkam again. Puck is played forward. That's going to be handled here by number 31, and that's going to be the goaltender, Nathan. Maple Leafs do hold on to it, though, in the offensive zone right before the Red Wings take it right back. Kunkam whacking at the puck and the stick of the opposing man halts the transition play. Picked up once again by Tatou. Teto look to have a feed over, but it's going to be intercepted here. That's number 82, who I believe is Bouaziz on the Leafs. 81 plays it around the boards. Picked up, try to be centered out in front, but it's intercepted by Teto. And here they come back the other way, do the Red Wings. Puck is played deep into the offensive end, but it's going to be picked up here by Jesse. Picked up and intercepted by the Red Wings. Shot over, misses wide on the mark. Shot now by Navarrete that misses wide. Trying to settle it down. Zagara is going to take the feed this time. So a lot of Leafs sort of waiting to get a feed to spring them on a breakaway or some offensive effort. I'd like to see them sort of string passes and go into transitioning into the offensive end. As now here's an end advantage. 2-on-1. Tried to center it over. I think he should have elected to take the shot there at Bouaziz, but can't falter him on this one. And now it's a 2-on-0 back the other way. Vagnol goes, shoots, scores! Anthony Vagnol leaves it for his partner here. That was number 21. Yes, that's Matt right there, who on the backhand buries it, making it a 3-1 game for the Red Wings. So end-to-end action right there. One advantage one way, and then a 2-on-0 the other way, and all Zagara could do there was pray. And he didn't have a prayer in the world, as that makes it a 3-1 game. Puck is dropped. Maple Leafs trying to control it off the draw, but it's going to be Navarrete. Moving over to Anthony Vagnol. Picked up by number 19 on the Maple Leafs. Puck is played forward. Here comes Keegan Young. Keegan Young got Bouaziz with him. Can't control the puck, though, as it just sort of flips up on his stick. Young trying to avoid the defenseman, but he can't, as now Anthony Vagnol picks it up. Vagnol playing the puck forward. Sort of stopped around the blue line, and now here they come to the Leafs again. Bouaziz drops it. Keegan Young can't kick that possession, though, as now it's coming back the other way. It's Miron. Miron in deep. Goes to go around, elects to go around on the wraparound, but good defensive effort by the defenders again, not so much the goaltender, putting a stick into way to nullify the wraparound attempt. Red Wings still hold possession. Centered out in front. Navarrete can't get enough on that as a good defensive stick there by the Maple Leafs. Turning around is Miron. He's going to fire from a sharp angle high and wide. Takes a fortunate bounce here to Bouaziz. Bouaziz. He's got Kunkam with him. Kunkam has to stay on side. He does. Bouaziz has it taken away, and now here he come back the other way. It's going to be Miron. He's got plenty of speed. Going to walk in, fire, hits a post off of a slap shot on a partial breakaway. I think that also would have been a too many men penalty, as going for a line change, the puck hit the stick or hit the skate of one of the changing players for the Red Wings, but they avoid a penalty call there. Going to be Keegan Young, hits a stick and goes wide of the mark. Pursuing after it is Vagnol. Vagnol trying to avoid the opposition, trying to split the D, but loses the puck. Now gets it back in the corner, centered out in front, and that was dangerous, but good defensive effort to whack it away here by the Leafs. Trying to cut into the zone. That was number 21 that time, Matt. Puck is played forward, and now he's going to be an odd man rush here. Breakaway, nice save made. That was Vincenzo with the chance, but a better save by Nathan. Moved over, Vincenzo in front, can't control the pass. He's trying to center it again. It's intercepted here by number 19 on the Red Wings. Puck is played forward. A shot from the point. It's knocked down by Keegan Young, but doesn't go anywhere except out as it's cleared away by the Red Wings. Passing it past the blue line. Sort of a lot of players falling to the ice for a quick second there. Nobody able to corral the puck. And now a good feed in here. This is going to be Sorelko. Misses just high and wide and hits it into the meshing. So with 5:41 left to play, some end-to-end action, but still a 3-1 advantage for the Red Wings. So another period after this, and plenty of action still here today, tomorrow, and Sunday with the playoffs coming up in the NHL Kids tournament. Off the draw, goes off the stick and wide of the mark. Picked up by the Red Wings. Puck is played forward. That was number 25, Tito, who tried to put it in deep. Puck is corralled around the boards, and a pursuit after is going to be number 19 on the Red Wings going after it. He's got a man on. It's 81 on the Leafs. It's played forward, bounces off the boards. Whacked away here really briefly. Leafs trying to go after it. Red Wings taking it into the offensive zone. Nice nifty move. Goes, what a goal, what a move. Damian Pattering undresses the opposition and is able to just tuck it right over the blocker side of Zagara. And it's a 4-1 lead once again, or not once again, but a 4-1 advantage here for the Red Wings. So the Leafs, after a very mighty performance in the opening game, are not able to hold on to this one, as it's just slipping away even more as the game is progressing. A 4-1 advantage here for the Red Wings. Absolutely unbelievable handwork by both Miron today and also number 17, Damian Pattering, just now. Red Wings circulating with the puck. Breakout sort of faltered momentarily, but Pattering going to play it forward. Kuhnkamp says that's enough of that. He was tripped. And finally, you're going to see a penalty go in the favor of the Maple Leafs, as Keegan Young's going to take it himself now. Keegan Young trying to go end-to-end with it. Keegan Young, but loses it right in front of the net. Now, Keegan Young needs to pay attention, because he's talking to an opposing player, and he slapped the stick out of his hands and then he pushed it towards him. Keegan, known for a bit of a temperament from last year, is an astounding player, absolutely brilliant when he's rushing in on goal. Just got to watch out a little bit. Zagara in the mix, also exchanging words. Either way, it is going to be a tripping call in favor of the Leafs, as now they get their first power play of the game. That's one back here by Kuhnkamp. Zagara going to walk in, fire it on goal. Deflection by Kuhnkamp, can't go. Wraparound attempt thwarted by the defensive stick here of Navarrete. Kuhnkamp gets it right back. Kuhnkamp going to walk in, shoot, misses high and wide. Zagara off the bounce, keeps it into the zone. Zagara plays it forward. Pad save made here by Nathan as well. 19 here on the Leafs, trying to play the puck forward. So does Kuhnkamp in the end. Keegan Young taking a battle with it against Navarrete. Kuhnkamp going to come up with it. Keegan Young had his stick held. It's still being held, quite frankly. As if I'm the referees, I'm going to have an exchange here. They need to break up this fighting that's been going on between Keegan Young and Navarrete. You want good, clean hockey, but at the other end, when it's a 4-1 deficit, that's when frustration starts to mount. You hope it just doesn't boil over by any means. It's now back into the draw. Kuhnkamp trying to win it. It's a tie-up. The Red Wings initially shot it out of the zone, and now Miron had it taken away by Zagara. Miron, good forecheck here, trying to avoid Zagara as well. He's the only red shirt really in the action now. Zagara falls. Kuhnkamp takes it away from Miron, plays it forward now to Boisiz. He's got Young on the far side. Boisiz trying to avoid the opposition, hits the brakes. In the mix now with number 25 on the Red Wings. That was Teteau. Teteau finally takes it away. Teteau using the boards. Can't connect with Miron as it's intercepted by number 23 on the Leafs, who's Brandon, and it's going to be an offside call, so trying to enter into the zone while catching the opposition off guard, but can't leave the zone themselves, and it's going to be offside. 3:38 remaining here in the second period. A 4-1 advantage for the Red Wings. Mainly because of the 4 or 5 penalties that the Leafs have had so far in this game, putting them at a disadvantage. But even more spectacular goal scoring that we got to see from the Red Wings. Red Wings were missing a man. They're down a man because of the power play, but at the same time, they need 4 on the ice, and they do win the draw. Faceoffs have also been going in the advantage of the Red Wings throughout this game as they try and clear it down the ice. It's going to be Anthony Vognal who's there cherry-picking. Vognal tries to avoid the opposition. That was Jesse all over him. Vognal, with Jesse on him, is going to push him into the boards. There's going to be another penalty, this time against Jesse. It's going to be, I believe, a boarding call as he hit the back of the jersey. So with 36 seconds remaining in the Red Wings penalty, now you're going to have Jesse for the Maple Leafs in the box. So a really unfortunate showing here from the Maple Leafs with so much star-studded power that they have on their lineup. As now Vognal off the draw, tried to backhand it, nothing going. Sharp angle shot, Zagara shuts the door. Puck is played forward, a pursuit after it. And it's finally going to be coming up here. Oh, a high hit here. I don't remember who, I didn't see who did it. I think that was Young as well. And now avoiding the opposition, jumps over the stick. In on goal becomes number 27 on the Leafs, hits a body and goes wide. That was Vincenzo, excuse me. Puck played forward. Zagara is the only man back here for the Leafs as it's a 3-on-1. Taking their time, moving on over. Vergnon tried to get a pass to Navarrete. They elected to shoot the puck down the ice, but you had probably two men streaking back the other way for the Leafs. As a good forecheck here by Young. Puck is thwarted at. Red Wings trying to take the puck up the ice now. Sort of taking their time with it because they know they have a power play though. Bad bounce. Now here they come back the other way. It's going to be Boisise. Boisise going to walk in on goal. Take a slap shot that almost sends the goalie off his feet. But Nathan, staying strong, saves it with his chest. Puck down. Passed on over. Boisise can't control it. They're going to elect to just fire it into the zone. Boisise gets there first. Fires it around the boards. It's controlled at the blue line, but no, and now it squeezes out. Coming back the other way is Nathan Alexander. Alexander leaves it to Miron. Shoots. Glove save made by Zagara. So in a game that's seen just as much shoving and pushing as we have seen goal scoring, Red Wings are holding strong so far, 4-1, with roughly 1:48 left to go in the second period and one last period after that. In the faceoff dot, we're going to have Pattering. He's going up against Kuncum. The Red Wings do win the draw and hold the line as well. Picked up by number 19. Tried to shoot it around the boards. It's picked up on the far side by Pattering. Kuncum takes it away from him. Kuncum. They had Boisise with him. He's going to pass it to him now. Boisise avoids the man, which was Alexander. But it's picked up very quickly by the Red Wings. Playing into the zone. Red Wings shoots. Goes high and wide. I believe that went off a stick as well. As now here comes Nathaniel Kuncum back the other way. Kuncum avoiding the opposition. Kuncum splits the D. Walks and go to the backhand. Couldn't finish right there. Good speed though by Kuncum. Still avoiding into the zone. Walks in, shoots, hits the post that time. Absolutely astounding play here by Nathaniel Kuncum, but just isn't able to finish. Boisise trying to play it into the center ice. 81 into pursuit after it for the Maple Leafs. He's battling with Nathan Alexander. Puck shit around the boards here. Boisise holds on to it with less than a minute left to go in the second period, I should say. Nathaniel Kuncum falls to it. It gets the player to fall to his ice. Kuncum on the backhand, just a bit too high under that one, a bit too much. Boisise picks it back up. Boisise, nifty move. Another nifty move that gets thwarted that time by Alexander. Alexander going to play it forward. There's a pursuit after it now, as I believe that's Miron. Miron gets it back. Miron dangling in a phone booth, finds the man, hits off a stick and goes out of play. With 11 seconds remaining here in the second period, the Red Wings look to have another goal on the board, holding strong with a 4-1 lead thus far. Red Wings look to try and get a sneaky change quickly. Referee, or the linesman I should say, just indicating that that's not going to happen. So Miron going to hold on to the puck. Really not much time left to go. Navarrete's going to fire it on goal. Zagara is going to just swallow that up after taking the initial shot off the pads. Referee discussing something with the head coach on the Red Wings very quickly. As we're going to see the face-off now. Good idea by the Maple Leafs to sort of just hold on to it and make sure that there's no play for the Red Wings on goal at the last second shot. So that's going to do it for the second period. A 4-1 lead steal here by the Red Wings with two absolutely astounding goals by both Miron and Pattering. Wonder what you'd talk about if you're the Red Wings head coach. Just say, play the game that you've been playing. They're under their skin. Why not draw a couple penalties, which I anticipate might happen here in the third period. And if I'm the Maple Leafs head coach, I'm saying, let's cut it out. Let's knock it off. We got to stop calls. We got to stop letting our tempers flare, if you will. It's been a very undisciplined performance here by the Maple Leafs with so much star power that they have. It's just really a shame to see how many penalties are being called not in their favor, as the Red Wings are already eager to get right back out onto the center ice. Maple Leafs are sort of licking their wounds and coming back to center now. So with one last period here to go in this opening matchup for these two teams, that's non-exhibition play. Going to see Vincenzo into the face-off dot against Miron. And it's going to be Keegan Young who takes it off the draw. Young going to walk in. Good block here by Navarrete. They've been battling all night long. Young looking for a man in front. He's going to try and pass it over. It's going to be no one home, though. Has a good stick lift as Bogno comes back the other way. Bogno goes off the pads very quickly of an opposition player. Miron into the zone. It's taken away here by Jesse. Miron into the mix as well. Bogno trying to help out on the corner as well. Miron off the stick of Young. Puck is pushed forward. Sort of frustrating as Miron hits the ice again. Miron tries to fire it on goal. Zagara easily steers that one away. Settle down at the point. Try to be fished forward, I should say. Young battling with it now. He's got Tito all over him in the corner. Puck is loose, and Miron gets it out. He's going to pass it over to Bogno with the backhander. Good save made by Zagara once again. Picked up by number 23 on the Leafs. That's Brandon. Puck is pushed forward. Miron's going to hand onto it. Going to avoid the first initial shot. Good defense by Jesse as he doesn't take it away. He takes away the passing lane and the shooting lane at the same time. Leafs hold possession. Going off the boards. It's picked up by Navarrete. Navarrete passes across the ice. Miron can't hold on to it. Here comes Kuhncamp trying to come back the other way. The Leafs are going to have to settle with it around the blue line. Keegan Young pushes the puck forward for Nathaniel Kuhncamp. Kuhncamp centers it in front. No one's home. Zagara moves it forward off the pads. Nathaniel Kuhncamp, great save made here by Nathan on the wraparound attempt. Trying to push it out in front is a centered pass. But the Red Wings playing just good defense right there. Bogno has a cherry picker. Good hands here by Zagara. Zagara is going to push the puck forward. It's going to be tried to settle down by Nathan, but he just misses it. Kuhncamp can't keep the puck in. Zagara does hold possession, however. Turns on the brakes and turns around. Zagara going to take it in himself on the zone. Zagara looking for someone else to help him out. Moves on over. Boaziz, goaltender down. Puck is stuck between his legs. And that's how the play is going to end. Referee blowing these two sides away as there was some words no doubt being exchanged as they have been all game long between these two teams. So the faceoff's going to go to the left of Nathan. And it's going to be Kuhncamp in the draw going against Damian Pattering of the Red Wings. Kuhncamp wins the draw, or at least like he did. Yep, Boaziz going to hold on to it now. Boaziz over to Kuhncamp. Kuhncamp can't get his shot on. It's going to be Zuralko who actually can't fire it forward. Is he missing his skate blade? I think he's missing his skate blade, so the Maple Leafs can't get onside, unfortunately. So now they're also going to be down a man on the Maple Leafs in this opposition. Luckily, oh no, that puck does not go out of play. Hit off a stick, and it looks like it hit the top of the boards, but not all of it. As Kuhncamp still trying to get off the ice here. Zagara is going to go back the other way, but is this going to be an offside? It might be. It is going to be offside call as Zagara wasn't able to use the breakaway because Kuhnkamp's skate blade came off, and he was not able to get out. So a bit of an interesting scenario right there, as I don't know if that's going to be it for Nathaniel Kuhncamp today, just because we don't have anybody to fix his skate blade really quickly unless he knows how to. Puck is dropped in one here by the Maple Leafs. Zagara pushes that puck right back into the zone. It's going to be Alexander who picks it up. Alexander plays it forward. It's picked up very quickly. That's going to be number 16, Rowan, here for the Red Wings. Rowan with Zagara all over him. Rowan avoiding Zagara. Zagara finally picks up the puck. Zagara feed pass. Coming in and streaking is Boaziz. Boaziz moving around the man. He had Keegan Young with him too. Young's going to pick it up around the hash marks. Passes over to Zagara. Zagara moving around the opposition player. Zagara turns, shoots, fires it wide. Picked up now by number 27 on the Maple Leafs. That's Vincenzo. But it was taken right back here by the Red Wings, as now Zuralko trying to play it into the zone. Rowan shot on, hits actually the pads. Rowan on the rebound, has time in front. The puck is still loose. 2 saves made by Zagara, and his brother's finally going to clear it. Puck is sort of intercepted around center ice and picked up now by Navarrete, who's going to find Miron. He actually can't find Miron. It's going to be Zuralko who pushes the puck forward, steered away by Boaziz. Zagara is going to pick it up. He's going to fire it around. That might be an icing call No, actually it's deemed not because Keegan Young got there first. He's fighting with Navarrete once again. Young looking for a man to pass to or something to do, some open ice. And it's finally going to be Navarrete who shoots it around the boards, but it's going to be settled down very quickly by Brandon. Brandon walks in, slap shot, glove down here by Nathan. Young is already tussling with number 25 on the Red Wings. That's going to be Sidney Teteau. So some words being exchanged. I don't know if two players are going off the ice. Yep, that makes sense. I believe Young and Teteau are both going to be going into the box here. Maple Leafs coach and referee are having an exchange of words here. Pretty heated. Keegan Young is a bit incredulous about that. He deemed that he was pushed first and then he just retaliated as a result. So I'm wondering what the final tally is going to be. Is it going to be 5 minutes each side? See what the call is going to be. It could just be 2 minutes each. Yeah, we're going to be calling it. I believe it's going to be 5-on-5. That might do it for both Young and Teteau in this game. With 6:47 remaining. Could come back on the ice. He was able to fix his skate blade. He loses the draw, but he does collect the puck on the forecheck. Could come battling sort of by himself right there. Back the other way come Matt of the Red Wings. He's going to push the puck forward to Miron. Great feed out here to Anthony Vogel. Walks in, shoots, scores! Anthony Vogel. And it's a 5-1 lead here for the Red Wings. Beautiful feed from Miron and an even better shot by Vogel. So this whole game has just gone the way of the Red Wings. So much of a lack of discipline by the Maple Leafs. So unfortunate to see. It's a game that you're trying to have a short memory for as soon as you leave the ice. As it's a 5-1 advantage for the Red Wings and just so many penalties called in their favor. As off the draw, it's controlled by the Maple Leafs. Miron in the mix again, but Jesse's right there. Jesse getting around his own net, using it as a pylon sort of. Kuhnkamp's going to collect it. Great hands here by Nathaniel Kuhnkamp, as it's going to be Jesse who picks it up. The defender sort of playing forward a little bit. Boaziz elects to take it out of the zone. It's going to be fired in here by the Maple Leafs as they were offside. Giving the Red Wings some time here. Jesse had to take it away here by Miron. Or excuse me, that's going to be number 21, Matt. Matt going to walk in. Good poke check attempt, but a better pad save here by Zagara as he thwarts the attempt of Matt coming in here for the Red Wings. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in this one. Current time is 3:50, so I'm curious as to whether or not we're going to hear the buzzer sound and end the game regardless of the time expiring on the shot clock here, or the score clock, I should say. Settling in as the Red Wings make a quick change. Puck is dropped. Controlled briefly by the Red Wings, but now here come the Maple Leafs coming back the other way. Walking into the zone is number 27 on the Maple Leafs. That's Vincenzo. He fired it wide of the mark. Picked up by number 19. He's going to connect to Zagara. Who has to turn with it and find either a passing lane or shooting lane. Shoot, scores! Zagara gets his second of the match. Sort of putting in up a bit of a valiant effort at the end of this game for the Maple Leafs. As it should be 5-2 in the end as he salutes to Keegan Young in the box. Maple Leafs weren't fully set as they go to the face-off draw. Kuhnkamp going to take it in for the Leafs this time. Avoids the opposition. Hits the brakes, trying to do it himself here. Kuhnkamp can't get the feed across to number 19, and it's going to be a pursuit after for the Maple Leafs. 5:30 left to play in the third period. Zagara gets the feed. It's taken away very briefly here by the Red Wings, and they do find success in that. Shot all the way down, but it's going to be on goal to Zagara, who's just going to steer it to number 19 on the Leafs. Behind his own net. Finds it to Kuhnkamp. Kuhnkamp. Backhander forward. Picked up by 19. Maple Leafs centering it around, trying to split the D, but good stick here by Nathan Alexander. Puck played forward. Wrist shot. Save made here by Nathan, and puck steered forward by the Red Wings and out of the zone. 19 going to pick it up. Going to pass it right back to 81. One in the opposition. It's going to be picked up by Vincenzo. He's going to play it over to Zagara, who's got 2 goals in this game. Zagara avoiding the opposition, but he can't actually, as it's going to be the Red Wings who take it back up the other way. Pattering, trying to use the boards as he misses that pass. 23 picked it up. It's going to be offside here by the Maple Leafs. So 4:28 remaining. A 5-2 advantage for the Red Wings, and a face-off coming just outside the Red Wings' end. Keegan Young and Sidney Teteau both rejoining their teams on the bench. As never mind, actually, they're both going to be on the ice here. Kuhnkamp settles into the dot. Can't win the draw. Red Wings do, and they push it forward. It's Miron. Miron going to showcase his speed, but Jesse's going to showcase his physicality. Miron, good save made by Zagara. Young tried to play the puck forward. That's a hand pass. No, it's not, deems the referee. Navarrete going to pick it up. Navarrete. He's got Kuhnkamp all over him. Navarrete plays it forward. Picked up by Miron. Miron moved it over to Wagner. Going to be picked up by Navarrete. Navarrete with Wagner on around. Couldn't finish there. Excuse me, that was Miron up in front. Kuhnkamp on him. Played it down in front. Miron off the post. Zagara going to be thankful for this iron after that one. Wagner going to try and miss again, but it's just whacked away by number 23 on the Leafs. That was Brandon again. As the Red Wings sort of just buying time here. Now coming into that opposition show was Matt. Passed over Miron. Wagner. Save made by Zagara again. In tight. Keegan Young pushes the puck forward. In pursuit after is going to be Navarrete and also number 23. That's going to be Brandon again for the Leafs. Keegan Young battling forward. Wagner. He's going to just flip it forward to Miron. Or excuse me, that's going to be number 21, Matt. Matt with a good defensive stick here by Jesse. Just places Matt into the boards as he pursues after the puck. Places it forward to Boisiz. Boisiz tried to go across ice with it. Red Wings interfering with that one again as the puck just spurts out of the zone. Picked up now. Red Wings moving on over. To be Teteau who holds on to it. Teteau. Feed over to Nathan once again. Or excuse me, Matt. Matt moves it over to Wagner, who moves it back to back. Back to Wagner. Shoots, scores! Is that his 3rd of the game? That might be a hat trick for Anthony Wagner, as it's a 6-2 triumph here for the Red Wings. And some really elite shooting that we've seen today from Anthony Wagner. So outstanding play here by the Red Wings, just taking complete advantage of the lack of discipline from the Leafs early on, and now just stacking goals in the dying moments here of the game. 2:35 remaining, 6-2 advantage for the Red Wings in this NHL Kids Original 6 tournament. Off the draw, it is the Maple Leafs who do hold possession. Walked in, shoot, easily steered away and into the meshing by Nathan. The puck will be just to his right as we'll have another draw. Definitely seeing some fatigue setting in throughout this period, and you're seeing it manifest itself in how small the rosters are in this tournament. Fired past the goal here by number 19 on the Maple Leafs. Played forward, but it's going to be intercepted very quickly by Nathan Alexander. Puck is played forward off the stick of, or the skate I should say, of number 10. That was Zaralko. Picked up by Pattering. Pattering avoids the opposition. Moves it over to number 19. Shoots. Hits the post. Red Wings were looking to score another one as Zagara is going to fire it around the boards. Sort of slumping play that you were seeing here for the Maple Leafs really quickly, as now it's an odd-man rush, a 3-on-2. Push it and it's interfered with by the Red Wings, as it's going to be Alexander who places it forward. The Red Wings into the zone as Rowan. Block, a good pad save. The puck was still loose out in front, as it's going to find Nathaniel Kuhnkamp on the break. He's got a man coming back, but Kuhnkamp going to walk in, shoot. Glove save made by Nathan. He's been fantastic in this game. Keegan Young in front, can't deliver, and there's going to be another penalty on Keegan Young as he pushed over. He's going to go and check it to see if Nathan is okay. That's some good sportsmanship there, at least from Keegan Young, who knew that he didn't mean to that time, but it is going to be goaltender's interference and another penalty called against Young in this game. Pattering, fired it over. Miron can't push the puck in. Too many players in front as Keegan Young frustratedly smacks that puck down the ice because he knows he's going back to the sin bin with 1:02 remaining in the third period. Deemed a cross-check penalty. I would have just called it goaltender interference, quite frankly. But then again, I'm not a referee. As we have Kunkam already settled into the dot. Miron's going to go right up against him. Puck is won by the Red Wings and controlled now by the Maple Leafs, however. Vincenzo pushes it down the ice to kill off some of the penalty with now just under a minute left to play in this one. Miron showing off his speed. Look at him coming back down the other ice. It's the break. So excuse me, that's number 21. Matt on the Red Wings is now coming back the other way as Boaziz moves around his man to the forehand now, but can't control the puck going into the corner. Boaziz trying to avoid the competition here. Miron looking for the man. He gets the feed going to Pattering. Pattering sort of in on a partial break, walks in, shoots, save made by Zagara. Rebound held on once again. We see a lot more frustration. Jesse giving a bump to Pattering right after that play. Zagara shuts the door at least. A 6-2 lead here for the Red Wings. 29.3 seconds remaining and on the man advantage. Kunkam can't win the draw to himself. Miron will do it instead. Miron with Kunkam all over him. Miron, feed over. Navarrete tries to get it back to Miron, and it's smothered up by Zagara. Some words being exchanged between these two teams and some more pushing and shoving. Referee needs to get in the middle of this here. Referee sort of shoving a little bit himself. As there's clearly this is clearly not the type of hockey you want to see when it comes to discipline, but the emotion is something that you can invest in for sure. As into the draw is Kunkam again. He's going to win it this time with just under 20 seconds left to play. Leafs are going to have to just forget about this game and move on. If you're the Red Wings, I think you have a strategy if you want to go up against the Maple Leafs again. Get under their skin and get them to draw penalties. As Kunkam just takes it away from his man. Kunkam going to walk in, shoot, scores! Wow, what a goal by Nathaniel Kunkam at the end of regulation. An absolute elite shot as they're going to call it like that. So it will actually end 6-3 with a shorthanded goal by Nathaniel Kunkam. But that's going to do it as the Red Wings hold on in this matchup. So that was another game of NHL Kids Original 6 hockey as you see in this tournament. We got plenty of action. We still got 3 more games after this today, and then tomorrow as well, a slate of games all day, and then the final playoffs on Sunday here at the JC Perot Sports Complex. On behalf of NHL Kids 2024, my name is Connor Toppelty saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.